for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! All right, can you guys hear me now? Can you guys hear me now? All right, you should better hear me now. Can you guys hear me now? All right, good. Yeah, something is going on with StreamYard. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Thank you for being patient. Yeah, I literally had to kick myself out of StreamYard and then like kick myself out and then click right back in to enter the studio again. That's what I had to do, literally. Shout out to Major Key Boxing. Shout out to Fistiana Fights in the building. Shout out to Jeff Lucietta. What's going on? Shout out to my sister Lisa Bells in the building. Apologize for that, guys. You know, a little difficulty. You know what I mean? How it is. Technical difficulties. It wasn't nothing I did. It was StreamYard. So, shout out to Solo Dolo, Major Key Boxing, G Funky in the building. Food Revolution. What's going on, sis? Let's see. Dim Gaines. I'm glad everybody can hear me now. Dim Gaines. You know, the crazy part about it, I tested it. I did test it before. I thought I tested anyways. Oh, that was earlier today. Shout out to Tay. What's going on, fam? Let's get into the show. I just want to touch on this briefly. Rick Glazier will be on the show to talk about Canelo Alvarez versus John Ryder pay-per-view numbers. Boy, it ain't looking good. It ain't looking good at all, boy. It's looking bad. You know what I mean? But Rick gonna come over here and break down. He said he want to give an explanation as to why he think those numbers are so low. That's what he said. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into the show, man. Now, a lot of you guys probably don't even know this, but Rolly Romero, yes, the same Rolly that I be, you know, clowning from time to time. Rolly Romero has a fight tomorrow. I don't know if you guys know this. We spoke about it yesterday a little bit. We spoke about it yesterday. We spoke about it a little bit yesterday. He has a fight tomorrow. And the crazy part about this fight, shout out to Drew.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that quarter of a dub on your boy. He said when Rick comes on, he said, can you ask if the number for Canelo linear cable and satellite or digital combined with the linear? Yeah, you gotta remind me of that. I don't know if I'm gonna remember that, Drew. Just remind me. I'm gonna have the phone lines open so people will be able to call in. People will be able to call in. So the phone lines will be open. Phone lines will be open. So you'll be able to call in and ask them that. If I remember to ask them, I will ask them. But please remind me because 9 times out of 10 I will forget, fam. I will forget. You know, just I'd rather you call them and and then you can ask them yourself. You know what I mean? But what you said, Drew? You said linear cable and satellite or digital combined with linear. Okay. All right. I hope I remember this. Linear cable with satellite. I think I already know the answer to that. He said it's everywhere. He told me it was everywhere when I spoke to him. He said those are the numbers. No matter what, those are the numbers. He said this number is barely cracked 200,000. No matter what combination you want to put it. So that's what he said. But I asked him. All right, I asked him that. Shout out to L Harvey. Now, bro, I'm so ashamed to even be talking about this fight, but it is what it is, man. Janabek fights tomorrow as well. We have Janabek. He fights tomorrow as well, guys. I know Janabek ain't got no fans, so you get what I'm saying? Don't nobody know who Janabek is. He ain't got no fans. So, you know, he fight tomorrow too. You know, I don't know if you guys know that. He fight tomorrow too. Rolly Romero is even talking about him and Tank Davis fighting again in a rematch at 140. Shout out to Ficiano fight. Shout out to Jackie. Listen, I can't make this up. Today is Tenderoni Fridays. We're gonna have a good day. I can't make this up. The man literally said to him and Tank, you know, yeah, man, that's the biggest fight being made right now. Bro, when you watch Rolly and watch the way he talked like he have sand in his throat or something, and you know, he's like, yeah, you know, yeah. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't know. His tongue is very heavy. You get what I'm saying? You know, so it is what it is. I'm gonna let y'all see it for yourself. Rolly Romero on the verge of becoming the world champion at 140 pounds. I can't believe I'm saying this. You know what I mean? Canelo versus Ryder pay-per-view barely breaks 200K. Rolly Romero, guys, if you don't know, will be making his debut at 140 pounds tomorrow in Las Vegas. And he's fighting a guy that's 73 years old. His name is Ismael Barroso. Rolly Romero, 27 years old, I think he's 27 or 28, somewhere up in there, is fighting a 73-year-old great-grandfather. This is no shade to the brother. This is no shade to Barroso. This is no shade at all. I'm not saying anything bad or disrespectful to the brother, but I got to call it the way I see it. Nobody can tell me, just like can't nobody tell me King Kong Ortiz is 41, 42. Boy, hush. We know King Kong Ortiz is every bit of 52, 53, 54, 55. We know this. We know they have Cuban years and American years. Now, it seems they have. I think this guy's from Argentina. I think is he from Argentina or let me see where he from. Where he from? No, he's from Venezuela. It seems that the Venezuelans have in Venezuelan years he's in his 70s. In American years he is in his 40s. He's 40. That's all I'm saying. So I don't care what nobody say. There's nothing that no boxing commission, no boxing promoter, nothing no one can tell me that's going to convince me that this guy, Ismael Barroso, is 40 years old.
True, true, true.
This is elderly abuse. This is elderly abuse at best. This is elderly abuse. Romero, remember guys were talking, yeah, man, I'm a star, I'm this, I'm that, yada, 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 yada. You notice this fight is not a pay-per-view fight? When I look at the numbers that Romero name is in on the internet, the numbers are low. You know, Romero was drinking the Atlanta LB Kool-Aid. Yeah, you know, Rolly, you're a star and all that stuff there. Rolly is seeing that he's not a star. I saw the press conference. There was literally nobody there at the press conference. The stage sounded very hollow. They got Brian Custer up there. Literally, nobody was there but the media people. You get what I'm saying? I mean, the Adrian Brody, Don King, that was bad. Oh my Lord, it don't get no worse than that. But the Romero, but listen, bro, listen. And then the crazy part about it, I got a video where he's talking about, you know what the numbers he did and on his first pay-per-view and how he sold out the Barclays Center. I can't make this up.
True, true, true.
So I just want to let you guys know that, man. Romero making his debut tomorrow, and I'm just being honest with you guys. I'm thinking about covering the KSI. KSI has a fight tomorrow. KSI has a fight tomorrow. I'm thinking that's gonna be during the daytime. At night, Janabek is fighting. Janabek is fighting. You know how these people be talking about, yeah, man, these dudes ain't got no fan base and this and that, yada, 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 yada. Yeah, Janabek, but he's a good fighter. He's a good fighter. Is Janabek fighting tomorrow? When is that? Oh yeah, Janabek fighting tomorrow on ESPN in California, Stockton, California. You get what I'm saying? I'm not gonna keep everybody held up. As a matter of fact, I gotta send Rick the link. I just thought about that. Damn. Yeah, you get what I'm saying, bro? Like, you know, bro, this is unacceptable. This is elderly abuse. This is elderly abuse. Somebody need to be going to jail, bro, for this here, bro. Like, for real. Somebody need to be going to jail for this. Where they found this dude at? Where did they find this guy from? You get what I'm saying? Hold on. Hold on, guys. And again, this ain't no shade to the brother at all. Hold on, I'm sending Rick the link. And the crazy part about it, I think this is a Mayweather, as a matter of fact, let's pull it up. This is a Mayweather Promotions fight. This is a Mayweather Promotions fight. Hold on. Let's go to Box Rec. He's fighting Romero. I think this is so. I'm trying to see something. Hold on. Romero. Hold on. Rolando Romero. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I think they back in the poll. I think they back in the fold. Hold on. Rolling right there. Who is promoting this fight? Who is promoting this fight? Because I heard they said something about Mayweather Promotions and Showtime. Yeah, man. Damn it, normally be right here though. It normally be on Box Rec. It normally be on Box Rec. Let's give everybody a round of applause, man. Yeah. I heard Brian Custer say Mayweather Promotions. But you know, before we get into the show, I'm sending Rick the link. Before we get into the show, you know, I gotta say all praise is due to the Most High, the Most Exalted, you know, the most honorable, the holiest of the holy, Mr. Al.
Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and saying Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? I'm about to
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know.
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Yeah, but this here don't make no doggone sense right here, man. This don't make no sense, man. And shout out to everybody, man, in the chat, man. Today is Tenderoni Fridays. I'm looking very, very forward to that. And to the haters who got a problem with the tenderonis, this is what we think about you.
Look, fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Hey, Rick, your device not connected. Says your device is not connected. Try to come back and do it again, Rick. Your device is not connected. Let me see, can I? Yeah, hold on. All right, there you go right there. There you go right there. Hold on, let me see what's up. Hold on. Oh, it's not connected again. I don't know what's going on. Your device is not connected, Rick. All right, now it's back. No, so it's not connected again. Let me see. All right. Rick, can you hear me?
Yep.
All right. Once again, guys, we have what we want to say, the inevitable, most hated, the most despised scoundrel, some would call him, Mr. Rick Glazier. Let's give him a round of applause. Hey, Rick, what's happening, man? I know you told me you was busy, bro, so I just wanted to hit you up, man, and hope you're having a good Friday. You know, Mother's Day is this weekend. You know what I mean? And I see you very active on Twitter. You know, so I really, glad. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourself. I know you've been going to different fights and stuff. So I heard Oscar De La Hoya is treating you well.
Yeah, great Oscar, the president of a Golden Boy, Eric Gomez. I was at their latest show in Dallas. I'll be at their show coming up in Indio, California on May 27th.
Okay.
And featuring Alexis Rocha. And then I won't be at their June 10th show at Manguilla, but I will be at their July 8th show in San Antonio with, what is his name? Verge Ortiz.
Okay. Yeah, Verge Ortiz. I think they have another fight in San Antonio, in Texas somewhere. I think, I forgot what it was.
No, July 8th. July 8th it is.
Yep.
July 8th.
Okay, cool. Hey, Rick, so now you put out a tweet today speaking of the pay-per-view numbers of Canelo Alvarez and John Ryder. And you said that they were decimal, pretty much. You said that it came in under 200,000. We did a poll over here.
No, barely over 200,000. I'm sorry. Barely over 200,000.
No, that's what you said. I misspoke. You said barely over 200,000. Right. Now, before I get into it, was that satellite and linear cable combined, or just one?
There was no cable. It was all set. It was all the streaming through the zone.
Okay, cool. So that answered that question. Is there what was? Tell me some of the factors, because online there's been a lot of arguing about who's the face of boxing is and this and that, yada 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 yada. And I really don't want to get into the face of boxing debate, but what were some of the factors as to why Saul Canelo Alvarez and John Ryder fight? Why did that fight do so terrible? Pay-per-view.
Well, there's a whole bunch of reasons. One was the big fallout from the people that were disgruntled with the people that were disgruntled with the zone because of the fallout with the Ryan Garcia fight, when they couldn't get the fight and they paid for it 6 times and they didn't get a refund and all kinds of mess. It was a calamity for the zone, and that greatly affected the pay-per-view number. That was the first thing. The second thing was, despite John Ryder being a WBO mandatory, he didn't get the respect from the American people because he's from the UK. And he already had like 4 losses, so that didn't help the situation. Even though he won, he worked his way into the mandatory position by beating Danny Jacobs and then beating Zach Parker. So that didn't, he wasn't well known to the American public. Number two, wasn't well respected or well known to the American public. Number three, it lost a lot of PR and positive media by being in Guadalajara, Mexico, where you didn't get a lot of the American media people attending. I know Mike Coppinger did from ESPN, but a lot of the other guys sat this one out. And that didn't help the situation, because when you go to these events, your employer, whatever media agency you're working for, they will you do an article every day. If you're not going, then you only do maybe 1 or 2 articles. I think that hurt it. Okay, I think the fourth thing it was it was like people saying, "Oh, this is not a pay-per-view fight." I was getting stuff like this on the Zone for my regular subscription. I'm not paying $54.95. I think it was a combination factor of the above. People are now saying that Tank Davis is the face of boxing because of the number he did. Well, let me just remind everybody something. In January, when he did the pay-per-view with Hector Luis Garcia, guess how many it did? 61,000 only. So I think a lot of it was the matchup. A lot of it was Ryan Garcia. He's a huge guy on Instagram. He's huge, period, in podcasts. It was Oscar De La Hoya getting behind the event and pushing the event. And whatever people want to think about Oscar, he's still Oscar De La Hoya. Also, I believe that boxing hadn't had a big competitive fight in a long time. And people came out in droves for that particular fight. Whether Tank is the face of boxing or not going forward, we'll have to see what his next 2 pay-per-views are, and then we can surely determine that at that point. Right now, there's reasons why Tyson Fury and Joshua make $40-50 million a fight, and Tank's making $2, $3, $4, $5 million a fight. And there's a reason why Inoue is so big in Japan. Inoue is bigger in Japan than Tank Davis is in North America. So to call him the face of boxing, no. Could he be the face of boxing in America? That's a possibility, but let's see what the next 2 pay-per-views do. That'll tell us everything we need to know. The next 2 pay-per-views.
All right, shout out to Shad for dropping that quarter of a dub. He said Big Rolo was going to collect the data around 1 through 5 and finish it by the 7. Okay, cool. We did a poll. Check this out. We did a poll, Rick, last Friday. And on this poll right here, I'm looking at right here. As a matter of fact, I want to share it. Let me see, can I do that? No, as a matter of fact, I want to share this poll. Hold on. On this poll, we had 551 people participated and they voted on the show. And 39% said that this pay-per-view would do 400,000 or less. 36% of the people said that this pay-per-view would do 450K, between 450 and 600. That's what 36%. 14% said that this pay-per-view would do anywhere between 6 and 750K. And 9% said that predicted that this would do 751K or above. This number, it barely broke 200,000 pay-per-view buys, was way under than I would ever even imagine.
And myself too. When it first was announced, before I found out it was in Guadalajara, I said it would do over 400,000, between 4 and 450. So I thought that too. Guadalajara heard it. Yeah. Then the big fallout 2 weeks prior, with the technical problems with the Ryan Garcia and on the Zone. I think the people have lost consumer confidence in the Zone, period.
And there was a few content creators that was dropping those numbers yesterday. You came out with your numbers today, but a few content creators was saying that, hey, this thing did anywhere between 200 and 225,000 pay-per-view buys. One said that it did about 250 or less. So they were saying this yesterday, but I didn't say anything about it. I wait till I reached out to you to hear what you had to say. What was you able to find? And you're pretty much saying what some of those other guys who put out those numbers yesterday are saying.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, I mean, you did. When I say barely over 200, that means anywhere from 200,000 under 210. And my guy told me it did in the very low 200s, and it's not a good number. It's a financial bloodbath for DAZN.
financial bloodbath for the zone. So
Yeah.
you said that none of the media outlets, the major media outlets, showed up. Could it be?
No. They showed up. Like ESPN, Coppinger was there, Mike was there.
Okay.
But as a general rule, the ones you get in Vegas and LA and New York City, they weren't there. They
Why is
weren't
that?
there
Why is that?
because Guadalajara is, that's in this day and age of what's happening in Mexico with all the killings, that's people,
Yeah.
and all the carjackings and stuff, people are staying away. Americans,
Yeah,
at least a smart one.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you that. Could it be that the reputation that Mexico is having right
100%.
now with people getting kidnapped and the drug cartels and stuff, did that play a factor in those other media outlets?
Well, I think people are just very leery of going to Mexico for any reason whatsoever if it's not necessary. And I don't think it was necessary to go to this fight.
Yeah. So
it was more optional than it was anything else.
No one knew who John Ryder was. Like you said, no one. So no one in the.
Well,
no one,
I wouldn't say no one knew. Right. The average fan didn't know. The diehards knew, but the diehards, they're stealing it anyways.
Right. So you're saying that it was what factored in was the dance partner. You have to have the right dance partner.
Of course.
So that played a big part in it. No one in the media really covered it. I didn't really talk too much about John Ryder. I mean, myself. But I did speak a lot on this fight leading up to it. So my next question is, where does Canelo go from here? Do Jones sit back and say, hey, we took a bloodbath in this last fight. We're going to need to be able to get some of this money back.
Well, I think they're going to put him. I think he's going to fight Edgar Berlanga. If you ask me, I think he's going to fight Edgar Berlanga in September. Then I think he's going to jump up and fight Bodu Jack probably in December for the WBC cruiserweight title in Saudi Arabia. That's what I think is going to happen.
Hey, listen, we said this on this show about Canelo fighting Edgar Berlanga about 2 weeks ago. When it was announced that Edgar Berlanga had jumped up to 168, I was like, man, and then because you can play it through with the great Mexican and Puerto Rican rivalry, and
Well, he's been 168 for a while now, but what a couple years. But what the difference was, now he signed with Eddie Hearn, so Eddie Hearn signed him up to put him in with Berlanga. He's going to put one fight into him in June. If he wins and looks impressive, then he's going to make Berlanga for Canelo and Berlanga. That's all there is to it. That's what I see.
No. I know Berlanga been there for a minute, for a couple of years, but what I'm saying is, now the way Top Rank brought him up, he was, and I could be being facetious when I say this, but they was billing him as being the next Puerto Rican legend, the great. Berlanga was knocking everybody out. So how do you sell this fight to the people? Do you go back in the past and show some of the great Mexican and Puerto Rican warriors throughout the past and show the rivalry? How do you sell
that he's undefeated? It's Mexico versus Puerto Rico, which is a big rivalry in itself, and let the fight sell. I think it'll sell. Berlanga's a good talker, good-looking guy.
Yeah.
He'll talk his way into the fight. He'll talk his way into promoting the fight. That's all there is to it.
Okay, yeah. So you don't see Dimitri Bivol?
No.
Okay.
Nope. No reason to fight him. He's not beating him. He looked terrible the other day. He's not on the back nine, but he is what I call there's a little slippage there. He's not shot. He's not shot. In other words, back nine is shot on his way to Gonzo, and he's not there. But there is slippage there.
So what say you about we have this guy that's the Mexican monster that Mike Tyson called. I called him the Mexican monster, right? Named David Benavidez.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hearing that David Benavidez is supposed to be the WBC mandatory, or he will become that when in this at the WBC convention this year. What
Mhm.
say you about, and everybody that I talk to online and offline, they want to see Canelo fight David Benavidez. Will the WBC order that fight?
I don't know if they will or not, but I don't see them ordering anything to do negative to do with Canelo. Canelo brings them in too much money. So I think they're going to dictate, because if Canelo doesn't want to fight Benavidez, he'll just hand him back the title. Then the WBC's got their hand on their dick.
Right, right. So you're saying that Canelo's power and influence very similar to Floyd Mayweather. You know, they don't want to piss him off, so they would be willing to work with him, so to speak, hypothetically or whatever. You know, so sources say, you know what I mean? I don't want.
Of course, yeah.
Oh, okay, so you said it ain't a snowball chance in hell of. So if Canelo don't fight Benavidez, a lot of people online gonna say he ducking. What say you about that?
Why ducking what? He's going to fight Belenga, make 30 to 50 million. He's going to fight, what's the name? The other guy, Bodo Jack, and make $50 million. Who's ducking? He doesn't need Benavidez. Benavidez needs him.
So
it's a business.
My point is this.
Remember this: it's a business before it is a sport.
You know what I thought about. David Benavidez is a PBC fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Canelo Alvarez, is he a free agent right now? Was that his last fight under the zone?
Yes, technically he's a free agent, but he's not going anywhere because they're paying him a lot of money. Why go anywhere?
Okay, they're paying him a lot of money. Why go anywhere? I mean, because I'm going somewhere with this. Because I did see an article to where Steven Espinosa and them said that once Canelo becomes a free agent, they're going to offer him a lucrative deal to try to come fight over there with the PBC. You're saying that no matter.
I think Espinosa should more worry about his job at this point, and the numbers crunching that show that like Paramount Global is going to do to Showtime Boxing and everything else. So I think they got bigger issues than Canelo Alvarez. What
is Paramount going to do to Showtime Boxing?
Read the article. They're losing tons of money, and they're looking to cut corners.
Yeah,
and you know, boxing is a luxury, not a necessity. So there you go. There's you know.
But if they go after Canelo, and if they're able to land a Canelo, wouldn't that help their bottom line?
They have to have the budget, and somebody's got to sign off on paying them all that money per fight. Maybe they're not willing to sign. Maybe the higher ups aren't willing to sign off.
Okay, so my next thing is this: David Benavidez is the PBC fighter. Saul Canelo Alvarez is pretty much a free agent, but he prefers to fight over there on the zone because he has a very good business relationship with them.
Yeah.
If David Benavidez and Canelo were to fight each other, I was looking at a power dynamic that I just thought about today when I was talking to one of my friends. If David Benavidez, which I feel he deserves a shot at, especially if he's a mandatory. But if David Benavidez were to fight Canelo, if David Benavidez were to beat Canelo, all of those belts that Canelo had, the undisputed titles, would now be in the possession of Al Haymon and the PBC.
Mm-hmm.
And if you factor that in with, they have 3 of the welterweight titles already. That'd be a strong power dynamic. Do you feel that these things are going into play?
PBC's deal with Showtime is over in 2024. At the end of 2024, it's the last year, and they won't be renewing. You'll see, very slim, between slim and none chance of them renewing.
The reason why I asked that question is because, do you think that someone who is in the Canelo business, are they trying to play keep away with the belts by not having Canelo fight David Benavidez?
It depends on whose angle you're talking about. Whose angle are you talking about?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's why I was asking was what was Canelo's, is he a free agent? Because all right, my thing is, okay, if he's with the zone, and I'm pretty sure that they don't want, the zone or whatever, maybe they don't want or even Eddie Reynoso, I don't know.
I
Hey
don't.
man,
I don't. I. I. I think Canelo still beats Benavidez. Don't get me
uh,
wrong,
mm.
but I don't think the fight's going to happen. I think there's too many other lucrative fights out there for this guy to take. I don't think he needs Al Heyman's bullshit. That's my opinion.
So the
So we
WBC,
know one thing. We know one thing. If he fights again in September, it'll be okay. I believe it'll be Balaga. If he fights in December, I believe it'll be Bodu Jack. Now he's fighting as a cruiserweight. Who knows if he's going to go back down to 68? He might feel comfortable. Some soft defenses at cruiserweight. Who knows? Who knows he's going to come back to the super middleweight? The earliest he would fight Benavidez, if it was to happen, would be the first Saturday next May. And we just finished the first Saturday this May, so we're 3 fights away if it is to happen.
so but he has mandatories. Well, I mean, so what you trying to
Yeah,
tell
but the
me is,
WBC is not going to enforce the mandatories. If he goes and fights for the WBC cruiserweight title, they're not going to enforce the mandatory because he's already fighting for a BC title. Now, if he went off to fight for a BA title, right, the BC would probably enforce the mandatory. Yeah.
So that's
It's
so
about
that's the way.
Canelo. It's Canelo's calling the shots. If anybody doesn't get that, I'm sorry, but you're sorely mistaken. I don't have a financial interest in Canelo at all. Don't give a shit if he wins or loses. But the truth of the matter is, he's calling. He's to the victors goes the spoils, and he's proven to be the cash cow in boxing, and he's calling the shots.
Okay, so he's doing pretty much what Floyd Mayweather did when he was the cash cow boxer.
Correct.
All right, Rick. Hey, look at man, y'all call the show, man. We're gonna go ahead and let some calls call in and let the people call in and see what they have to say, man. Because now the reason why I asked you that, Rick, because I say, man, if he don't fight David Benavidez and if the sanctioning bodies, Mauricio Suleiman, who is doesn't mandate this fight, then it seems to me that they could be playing keep away from the PBC. Not saying that David Benavidez would beat Canelo, but there's a possibility he could. And if they don't mandate that fight, then it lets me know that everybody's in cahoots together. That's what it tells me.
I don't know about in cahoots, but Canelo's calling the shots.
Well, that's
whatever
what I mean.
He's gonna get. Yep, he's gonna get whatever he wants. He's gonna get.
so that with the IBF, whatever he wants.
No, with the WBC we're talking about.
Well, okay, but I'm talking about what I'm saying.
Well, those all go in rotation. Those mandatories go in rotation.
Yeah.
When you're an undisputed champ like that, so it is what it is. So we'll see. We'll see.
Hey, wait a minute. What I'm trying to say is, okay, he fulfilled the WBO. Okay, so the WBC, they're not going to do anything. So what about the IBF and the WBA? Are they just going to sit around and wait, or what?
I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. Depends on who the mandatory is, how far it is pushed. If they get step aside money or they get a step aside fight, who knows? Don't know. Don't know. All I know is that the BC is not going to do anything.
Okay, so in order for Canelo to get back to doing halfway decent pay-per-view numbers, what needs to be done, in your opinion?
Fight more recognizable names for starters.
Okay.
Fight in the United States instead of Guadalajara, Mexico, or Saudi Arabia is not that bad a draw because people are excited about Saudi Arabia and stuff. So that's not that bad a draw. But Guadalajara is not the place to go at this present time due to the everything that's going on down there.
Mm-hmm. Bro, over 200,000 pay-per-view buys. That's So that means nobody in the UK. I mean, is there any way you can find?
No. UK was free. There was no pay-per-view.
Oh, the UK was free.
It was on regular subscription to Zone.
So this fight was being sold on pay-per-view globally on this app.
No. The only territory was North America.
North America. So North America entails Mexico. They don't pay pay-per-views in Mexico, do they? I heard they watch. I heard they
I
watch
don't know
fights
if it
free.
was pay-per-view there, but it was pay-per-view in Canada and United States. That I know.
So Canada and the United States only 200,000 pay-per-view buys. I'd be damned.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Bro, like hey Rick, that's terrible. That's terrible, Rick. Bro,
Yeah.
that's terrible, bro.
So is Tank's number. So is Tank's number back in January of 61,000. You got to have the right dance partner. That's a big key.
Yeah,
Okay.
you do. You got it right. That's what.
You know, you can't get dance partners nobody's ever heard of for pay-per-view. It doesn't work.
So this fight never should have been a pay-per-view fight.
No, should not have been a pay-per-view fight. No, absolutely not.
All right. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Raphael 32, calling from Toledo.
Raphael 32, talk to me.
Yeah, Rick. I thought it was a good move for Regis to sign with Matchroom because it looks like everybody is fighting their last fight anyway. And I think Eddie Bernuso, he's kind of influential with Canelo making those decisions because here goes Canelo again, jumping weight up to fight Badu Jack, which I don't have him winning that fight. Jack is too big for him. You saw what he did to Macaboo. So, what do you think about the Regis move?
I think Top Rank would have been a better move for him if but Top Rank wanted 5 fights and he only wanted to sign for 3 fights, so he went to Matchroom. I think the Top Rank would have marketed him better. I think he would have been bigger. I think they have more opponents for him to fight, and I don't think he wanted to be told what to do like Top Rank does. And Eddie basically said, "Oh, we're going to be partners." You know, that rah-rah bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? It's all semantics. It's all semantics. And he went and signed with them. He's only got 3 fights. It'll be within a year, and he'll be a free agent again. And then whoever. But you notice that he didn't sign with Al Heyman. You noticed that, didn't you?
Right, and I'm glad he didn't. But he said the reason he signed with Eddie because Top Rank couldn't guarantee him like the Taylor has one more fight on there, which is against Tio, and Tio has one more fight, and then who's the other guy? I think Ramirez. He has one more fight, and you know they could possibly land with Eddie Hearn because Matias, he's a free agent. And I think he's supposed to be. Rumor is he's supposed to be signing with Matchroom.
Yeah, probably is. Probably is. You know.
All right, shout out to Raphael 32. Salute, fam. Hey, Rick, this is, man. You know, I ain't gonna lie, man. You know, bro, like this is wow. Well, I'm gonna say this. Would you say that when a fighter is the A side, he's able to do a lot of things. He was able to do a lot of things that the average fighter that's not an A side can do.
Absolutely.
So these are the things that Canelo was doing today. You know, these are the perks. These are the benefits of being the A side. Did Floyd Mayweather have something similar? I know he had a good relationship with the WBC. I definitely knew that.
Yeah. Everything stands up to similar. I mean, a lot of people had these kind of relationships. Of course, you're the cash cow. You're the man. That's the way it goes.
Hold on. Some dude said you sound soft, coach. Your mama sound coach. Your mama sound soft, fuck boy. Phone lines open, nigga. You can call. Yeah. Give a fuck about you. I'll call. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Coach, what's happening? This Casino Life Press. I'm in Atlanta.
Casino, talk to me.
I just wanted to piggyback off the last caller. He asked about Regis' progress. Ain't Matchroom where Richardson Hitchens is and Pretty Montana Love?
Montana Love. He's not even in the discussion. The guy just lost, for Christ's sake. He was disqualified. He intentionally got disqualified. I mean, why he wouldn't even be in the conversation?
Well, no, but I'm saying because the reason I'm asking because I saw that Richardson Hitchens and Montana Love supposed to be fighting July 15th. Ain't that right?
Yeah, they're fighting. Who's he fighting? Hitchens?
They're fighting each other. I'm saying, don't you think? I mean, basically what I'm asking is, do you think Regis Prograis gonna fight the winner of that?
Not next. Regis Prograis fighting the guy from Australia, Lampero.
Yeah. Okay, but I'm talking about like after, like basically.
You're asking me a speculative question that I can't answer because I don't know who said what to who because I wasn't privy to it. I don't know, but I don't think Montana Love fits in the equation. But he might if he beat. I don't see him beating Richardson Hutchins. So I think maybe it's a moot conversation.
I don't think he's gonna beat him either.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna beat him either.
So Hutchins can be in the mix. Hutchins can be definitely in the mix. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's my thank you. That's the answer to my question. Appreciate it.
All right, shout out to Casino Light Prayers. You know what? I like Hutchinson too. I like Hutchinson, man. I like Hutchinson a lot, bro. Like that kid right there, man. That kid is very, very talented. That kid is very talented, bro. Like I like him a lot. I'll call him. What's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach? Quinn Gilliam.
Quinn from B-More. Talk to me.
And so, Rick, I know you know a ton about boxing, but certainly you're a fan too of like the legacy of some of the great boxers that you saw. Like personally, actually, I'm sure you went to some great fights of old. So now, do you think it's fair to keep a certain fighter, as we like to say in the YouTube boxing community, as in a witness protection program?
Like what fight are you talking about?
Canelo, in this instance.
I'm not sure what you're saying.
The best fight the best.
Of course.
I know Canelo doesn't need David. He doesn't need David Benavidez, as you say.
Right. But I don't think
as a fan want to see that fight.
Of course I would. This will put the myth of David Benavidez to sleep. Okay, I definitely believe in that. I want to see the. I'm sorry. I definitely want to see the fight. I'm not a Benavidez believer. That's all there is to it.
But don't you know when people start saying, "Oh well, this fighter don't need this fighter. What has that fighter done?" That's kind of duck language.
Well, I realize that, but you're talking about a cash cow. You're not talking about a regular champion here. You're talking about a guy that
made. They say cash cow too.
Yeah. It just a different league, just a different league altogether. You know, he's calling the shots.
You think the fans get the shortcut?
100%.
Bullshit fights on pay-per-view, and then when
Baltimore, I'm not disagreeing with you. You're 100% correct. But fighters, it's a business first and a sport second. I said that earlier on the show. It's the way it works.
So, what would you suggest a fan to do? What would be, since you're in the business, what would you suggest the fan to do?
No, if you don't like the matchup that
Canelo Ryder?
If you don't like it, don't buy it. Simple. This way you're showing your displeasure.
I would shout out to Quinn for being better. Quinn. So your point is, what should a fan do? If you don't like it, don't buy it. I think that's the point. I hope you got the answer you were looking for, but that's it. I'm calling with salute. Don't buy it. Shout out to he started repeating himself. So shout out to JBN's dropping $2 super chat. He say 200K includes sources like cable guys. Yeah, cable wasn't involved in this, right?
No, not that I know of. The number was total, so I don't know. I didn't ask. It wasn't on cable in my area. Maybe it was in other areas, but I didn't. If it was, I didn't know it was.
Okay, so
but it don't matter. The number is total consumer buys.
Okay, so whether it was cable or not, you're saying the total was a little over 200,000. Okay, cool.
Uh-huh.
All right, hold on. We got another call calling in. Yeah, if y'all don't like something, man, don't buy it. Shit, don't buy it. Phone lines open. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What up, man? It's Chino from Califas.
Chino, from where you from, fam?
California.
Chino from Cali. Talk to me.
What's up, man? I just wanted to call because Rick Glacier's up in the house, so I wanted to say hi to him real quick, man. That dude knows all kinds of shit, just like you, man. You guys are two very knowledgeable boxing people. That guy, the last guy, I stopped watching boxing, bro. You know, because I knew it's because I like the old days, so I'm not gonna get mad about it. I just stopped watching, bro. Like everything, you know. I only watch your show, bro. That's all I watch in boxing. There, just you.
Well, that's a real compliment to coach. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, man. Hey, Tino,
You know, I just watch you. That's it.
Nah, I mean, you know, I always advise people, don't just watch me, watch other people, because you get a different perspective. Whether I rock with certain guys.
Yeah, I did already. I did all that, coach. You're like the real deal, bro. So last time I seen you, you know, you were just starting. Now you got all these guys like talking to all these people, bro, and I'm just like fired up because I'm just like, damn, like he's doing it. You know what I mean? And it's all, you know, you're like you're in the middle. You don't choose sides. Like boxing is boxing, bro.
Mm.
You know, you either want to fight or you don't. You know, if you're a fighter, you're gonna fight. If you're not, you're not. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Tino, what do you think before I let you go? What do you think about Canelo's next move? You know, do you know, you're a fan of the sport. Do you feel that he should be fighting David Benavidez next? Do you feel that the WBC should mandate that fight? You know what I mean? For him to fight him next. So what say you about that?
Well, I mean, who doesn't want to see that fight, bro? Yeah. But like Rick said, this is business, bro. You know?
Yeah.
Like, why is he gonna go do all that, bro? You know, he's already where he wants to be because he put in all that work. Like, he was a poor dude, was hungry, got where he's at. Now everybody wants him. You know, it's like, I get it. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. Like his last fight was the first time he fought a guy about his size. It was a tough fight, bro. I mean, he did what he had to do. I mean, I think, you know, he didn't know he was fighting this beast who could take a hit. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, dude could take a hit. That guy from England.
So I mean,
about
John Ryder.
You know, Ryder, bro. So I don't know, man. I think he's gonna do what he's gonna do, bro. And if people don't like it, like you said, don't buy the fight, bro. You know what I mean? I mean, it's cool. Like boxing. My uncle was Chucho Pimentel, bro, from the 70s or 60s. I don't know. My boxing's in my bloodline, bro. My uncle was Jesus Chucho Pimentel. You know, he was a legend. You know, so like I know what boxing is, bro. So I'm just like, it ain't it right now. This ain't it, brother. But anyways, brother, God bless you, man. You're doing your thing, man. God bless you, bro.
Hey, shout out to Tino, man. Cali, stand up, man. Yeah. West Coast, man. I'll be back. I'll be back in Cali soon. I will be back. I will be back in Cali soon, in LA and San Diego. You know, I have a daughter. My daughter lives in San Diego, Rick.
Nice, very nice.
My daughter. I have 26. Well, she'll be 26 in November. She lives in San Diego.
Nice, very nice.
Rick, man, check this out, man. There's a whole lot of people, man. That's bro. I like you breaking a lot of people's heart with what you think is going to happen next. Hold on, caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's going on, Coach? This is Coach Eddie from the ATL.
Coach Eddie from the ATL, talk to me.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon. Good question. Good guest today. I think people get fatigued with Canelo because, like you say, he's not getting the fight that he wants. That everybody wants. You know, we want the David Benavidez fight. And now the way he's moving, you know, just to me, it's like it's a big turnoff. And I think at this particular time that Canelo's not really concerned about pay-per-view numbers. As long as he gets his money, he doesn't care if the company loses money. He don't care when the zone lose money. He doesn't care if anybody lose money as long as he gets his money. So I think he's just really more concerned about his bottom line right now. He says, you know, forget about everybody else's bottom line. And as far as like how he moving, trying to move up and fight Badu Jack, ain't nobody gonna buy that. Now I watch, you know, when the replay, I watch that. I'm not gonna pay for it, you know, but I'm not gonna. And as far as like fighting David Benavidez, he should fight the young man. He should fight. Yeah.
All right. Well, Coach Eddie, man, you got anything to say on that, Rick?
No. I think Badu Jack and him is a very intriguing fight, so I don't agree with him.
Okay. All right. Well, shout out to Coach Eddie from ATL. Salute, brother. Hey, Rick. Public perception. I'm going to tell you right now, public perception is going to be Canelo ducking. That's what they listen. I'm telling you. You know, they're gonna say they're gonna say he ducking. You know,
and when they're finished saying he's ducking, will Canelo have any less money in his bank accounts?
No, he won't. He won't. He won't. Hey, caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Abraham, I'm calling from El Paso, Coach.
Abraham, talk to me, fam.
Yeah, we're talking about Canelo, right?
Yes,
about him and the future upcoming fight.
No. The fight he just had, his last fight with John Ryder. We're talking about the pay-per-view. It didn't do well.
Oh no. Well, first off, here in El Paso, bro, the pay-per-views are free. If the Mexican channel passes them for free on this side of town, and I think a lot of border cities get the fights for free. We don't have to pay for them. And about the money thing, I heard the last caller say that he was only fighting for money. Didn't he do a pay cut? Didn't he take a pay cut to do the fight in Mexico?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I don't understand that part. And then I do want to see him fight David, but I mean, David's numbers didn't come out either, did they? What did he do with Plant?
No.
So I feel like Canelo has the upper hand there too. Regardless if his last fight didn't do good, he still brings the masses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what was it, 61,000? It was what? How many people was at the stadium? I think Canelo sold that stadium out.
55,000.
Well, yeah, but I heard it was more, right? They added it. I guess it was more than the 50-something thousand it was supposed to hold.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. But my thing is okay, bro. 200,000. Hey, shout out Abraham from El Paso, man. Salute to you, fam. Thank you for calling the show. Yeah. Again, I just want to see the fights. I'm not paying Canelo no money, so whatever the zone loses or makes, it makes no never mind to me. I'm not gonna lie to you, Rick. I don't want to see, and I know when these people make these decisions, my feelings or what I want to see is never factored into the equation. But I don't want to see Canelo and no Edgar Berlanga, man. I really want to see Canelo and David Benavidez. I really, really want to see that fight. You get what I'm saying? If he don't fight this dude this year, bro, if he don't fight Dimitri Bivol, which, like you said, don't nobody believe he's going to fight him. Yeah, I think Bivol will beat him. I think Bivol will beat him worse next time than he did the first time myself. But damn, Edgar Berlanga? Oh shit, Edgar Berlanga. And Edgar Berlanga, he got like 16, 17 knockouts. If you was to do a guesstimation, what would you think that? How many? Do you think that could do like a 500,000 pay-per-view buys? What would you say about that, Rick? Hold on, Rick. Hold on, Rick. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Yeah.
Yeah, 350 to 400.
Unknown call.
Hold on. What'd you say, Rick?
350 to 400.
Edgar Berlanga. And what you think Benavidez, someone like a Benavidez and Canelo would do?
700.
About 700. So wouldn't it be right for the zone to try to make that fight to try to get better numbers?
No, because then they have a partner in Showtime. So why would they do that?
Showtime. So you don't think Showtime would allow Benavidez to do a one-off to go over there and come back?
Probably not.
Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Coach Malachi, how you doing? This is Warren G.
Warren G. Where you calling from, fam?
Calling from the Chi, brother.
Chi-Town. Talk to me.
Yeah, listen. I don't know why they over marinating or just over. They making too much out of Canelo Alvarez. If Floyd Mayweather can do it, why not? Why he can't move around like he want to move around? Floyd Mayweather been doing it for a while and still doing what he do, even in the exhibition, and making plenty of money. I believe that Canelo earned the right to do what he's doing. Now, do I want the Benavidez fight or the David Moreno fight? Yeah, but how can you say that he's not significant when you got both of the Charlo brothers wanting to fight him? As soon as his line opens up, as soon as he's vacant, everybody's standing back in line instead of fighting one another. And nobody really putting no issue of pointing the fingers at them fight one another. But they want to point the finger at Canelo to eat off of him and not fighting one another. And they wonder why they
Your phone breaking up. Mr. Warren, your phone breaking up.
I'm sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. The last caller talking about he thinks by himself. Why should he be concerned?
You sound robotic. Warren G, you call back.
And I gotta go. Coach, I gotta go now. It's 4 o'clock. Okay.
All right. Shout out to Rick Glaze.
Bye bye now.
Sorry about that, guys. He did tell me he had to leave at 4. Sorry about that, guys. Rick did tell me he had to leave at 4 o'clock. So he said he was only going to be on for like maybe 30 to 45 minutes. That is true. He was actually in the meeting, but I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like, again, this is a guesstimation, but bro, I've been on record saying this. Benavidez has to be next for me. I think that the poor pay-per-view numbers factored into it. Who you fight matters. The simple fact that he fought John Ryder. Now I know he may be a star in the UK or whatever, but fact of the matter is, no one over here really knew who he was. Didn't know anything about him. You know what I'm doing? If you say the ignorance of the American boxing fans, so be it. But he's not a premier name over here in North America. People want to see him fight Benavidez. They want to see him fight the guy. Edgar Berlanga. I mean, Edgar Berlanga is a cool fight. We spoke about this about 2 weeks ago. If you guys remember, do you remember a show that we had about 2 weeks ago? If you remember the show that we had about 2 weeks ago, I say, man, doggone Puerto Rico, and I was hyping it up. I say, man, Puerto Rico, and I was telling you guys how you would promote that fight. I say, Puerto Rico versus Mexico. You get what I'm saying? And I was like, man, yeah. And guess what? I didn't even speak to Rick about that. The fact that Rick brought up Edgar Berlanga, you know what that let me know? That let me know that we was on it the whole time. He say, Coach, where did Rick hear Canelo thinking of going to cruiserweight? I don't know. I didn't ask him, but that's not the first time I heard that. I don't know. I didn't ask him that, but that's not the first time I heard it. Hey, shout out to Lou. Light-skinned Lou. Yeah, that's not the first time I heard that. So when he said it, I was like, man, that's a set. When he said it, I was like, that was about the 3rd or 4th time I heard that. You know what I mean? When he said that, I said, that's about the 3rd or 4th time I heard that, fam. That's not the first time I heard Canelo moving up to fight Badou Jack. That's not the first time I heard that. I'm like, man, if somebody said it last week, was it last week, earlier this week, a caller called in. It was a caller called in and said that, bro. I was like, man, if he move up, I said, Badou Jack gonna beat his ass. That's what I said. I said, Badou Jack gonna beat his ass, but Badou Jack too big for him. Dude talking about, no, man, Canelo he can move up to fight Badou Jack. And I'm like, okay, all right, whatever. You know, I think it was a Canelo fan, so I'm like, okay, whatever. So, okay, yeah, let him move up to fight Badou Jack and watch what happened. Watch what happened to him. Badou Jack, the wrong chair to pick. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Coach, this is Tim Lapierre. I just wanted to call back. I didn't want to speak on too much with Rick. I wanted to just talk to you. But like with the Canelo thing, I know what he just said, that's gonna have people mad.
Yeah.
Cause like Berlanga, I mean, ain't nobody really trying to see Berlanga. But it kind of go to what I said the other day when we were trying to figure out, people were saying that Canelo is manufactured. Yeah, he's doing what he want to do, but what he want to do is not like a easy route. Like Badou Jack, that's not easy. So I mean, if you want to say that he's trying to find an easy fight, that's not the truth to me.
Nah, Badou
like,
Jack.
Yeah.
Badou Jack ain't no easy win. Like I got Badou Jack beating the brakes off of Canelo. He too big.
Right, and then we saying like we talking about like we comparing that to Floyd. Like people keep saying Floyd did what he want to do. He did what he want to do, but he ain't picked no Badou Jack. You see what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, Canelo. I mean, that sounds like he's tripping, but that's what you should want out of your fighter. Like he's not scared to lose. Obviously, if he's trying to fight Badou Jack, okay. So I wouldn't even compare that to Mayweather. I wouldn't compare that to the end of Mayweather's career. Because the end of Mayweather's career, he was trying not to lose. Canelo looked like he's trying to lose. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, so my only rebuttal to that is, if Canelo wants to challenge himself, why not challenge himself against David Benavidez?
Well, I mean, I want to see that too, Coach. You know I want to see that, but I guess he don't want to hand his fans over to another Mexican. That's what I believe. He don't want to pass the torch to a Mexican. That's what I believe, which is hateful. That's kind of hateful. But I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. And Badu Jack is probably gonna beat him. If Bivol beat him, Badu Jack might sleep him. Like, and I mean, if everybody who hate Canelo hate him so much, I mean, yeah, you're gonna get to see him get slept. So I mean, at the end of the day, it might not be Benavidez, but shit, I don't even think Benavidez is the best one on PBC. I think David Morrell is the one, in my opinion. So I mean, at the end of the day, I want to see Benavidez fight Canelo, but I also want to see Morrell fight Benavidez, and I don't think Benavidez is gonna beat Morrell. You know what I'm saying? So
okay,
that's how I feel. I feel like Canelo gonna get knocked out. I mean, that's honorable. you know what I'm saying? Like he should know. Yeah. All right.
All right. Shout out Casino Light Prayer. Salute, fam. Shout out to World Comeback Sports. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said Canelo not retiring until he's a 5th division champion. He said WBC will assure that happens, in my opinion. Bro, listen, check this out. This is the problem. You know, when you hear a lot about people talking about, the A side get to do what they want to do. If you the A side, you get to do what you want to do. Yada, 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 yada. You the A side, you get to do what you want to do. And we heard this a lot with Tank Davis and this and that. You know, with Tank the A side, anybody fight Tank. You know, not trying to bring Tank into it, but I'm trying to make a point with the A side, with the A side talk. You know, the A side talk allows you to say you can do whatever you want to do without reproach because I'm the A side. You get what I'm saying? I'm looking at it from a different dynamic. David Benavidez is a PBC fighter. I want you to look at this. Forget Canelo, forget David Benavidez. Now, I'm putting on my conspiracy hat. I'm putting on my conspiracy hat right now. So I could be totally off base. I want to preface this by saying I'm putting on my conspiracy hat and I could be totally off base. But David Benavidez is a PBC fighter. On top of being Mexican or Guatemalan or whatever. Canelo is the undisputed super middleweight champion of the world. And by him being Thanos holding all of the belts, including the ring, he's able to, that carries some kind of power, some kind of weight to the Canelo mystique, so to speak. If an Al Heyman fighter were to beat Canelo Alvarez, Al Heyman would have all of the belts, on top of having 3 of the belts in the welterweight division. This is my conspiracy hat now. This is my conspiracy hat. The powers that be are looking at it and saying, you know what, dog? We can't let that power of Canelo potentially losing not only to Benavidez, but to a PBC fighter. That's going to give the PBC all of the power in the super middleweight division. You know what I mean? And that's going to put a shift in the sport of boxing. Then they're just going to play round robin with all of their fighters on their side of the street for undisputed and belts and stuff like that. Am I looking too far? Am I looking too far into this? Hey, Brady, what did you say, Brady? Brady say, facts. Dre said, you right. Hey, shout out to Big SARS. He said, it's facts, coach. He said, it's chest, not check.
True.
Jose say, facts. Jose, what did he say? L. Harvey say, nah, coach. L. Harvey say, nah, coach, nah. He say, nah. Hey, I'm just saying, though. I'm trying to, you get what I'm saying? I'm trying to throw my conspiracy hat on. I'm trying to throw the conspiracy hat on. What did it say, Casino? Shout out to Casino for dropping that $2 super chat. He said, it's Benavidez versus Belango 50-50 fight. No, I got Benavidez beating the brace off Belango. Yeah, I have Benavidez beating the brace off Belango myself. You get what I'm saying? Louis J say too much knowledge for these casuals. Hey, I'm just saying. Hey Lou, check this out, fam. All I'm saying, I'm not saying this what's going on, but I'm trying to tie 2 and 2 together. I'm trying to tie 2 and 2 together. Okay. Canelo did terrible pay-per-view numbers because of the wrong dance partner. There's rumor that Canelo is ducking David Benavidez. As a matter of fact, you have people like Quinn from Baltimore, Rick Timms from Texas, from Houston, H-Town. We have quite a few people who call this show who feel like that Canelo Alvarez is ducking, right? They feel like that. You get what I'm saying? And if what Rick Glazer's saying is true, let's say it pans out to be that way, that Canelo next fight, because I don't think he's going to fight Bivol now. If Canelo next fight is Edgar Berlanga, that will explain the chess move why Edgar Berlanga, when he left Top Rank, he went over ahead and went to DAZN. You get what I'm saying? He went to DAZN for a reason. They probably already had the Machiavelli. They probably already had the Machiavelli down already. They probably say, "Look here, baby boy, check this out, Edgar. I can get you. Edgar, I can get you the Canelo fight. How you gonna do that? Come sign to DAZN. I got you." No, Canelo said he gonna fight Dimitri Bivol, and then he gonna have to fight David Benavidez in 2024. He said, "Look here, sign to DAZN, man. I got you, mate." True. Shout out to Mr. I Know Boxing.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that quarter over, bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
What is that? You said Canelo could lose 3 more times and his star status won't go nowhere. It's proving. Yeah. You said he lost twice and still a face of boxing. Yeah. I got what you're saying. Mr. I Know Boxing. But we're talking about a conspiracy right now. Right now, we're talking about cracking the code and what's going on.
Now, I am the #1 contender. I'm tired of James the Poodle, Grim Reaper, whatever you want to call himself, ducking me. All right, I'm tired of man driving around town in 8 Rolls Royces. He ain't fought nobody. I'm still in a broham.
There's a fighter right now that's still in a broham. There's a fighter right now, some say David Benavidez, that's still in a broham. They say he's the #1 contender. He tired of Saul Canelo Alvarez, you know what I mean, send him in the face of boxing, or whatever he want to call himself, ducking me. I'm tired of seeing Canelo ride around town in 8 Rolls Royces and picking and choosing who he want to fight.
But this bum is taking the easy matches, fighting other bums.
He ain't fought nobody. I'm still in the broham. The Mexican monster is still in the broham. I say the Mexican monster is still in the broham. True. Canelo Alvarez, it seems that he's able to maneuver around the chessboard. They say similar to Floyd Mayweather. People say, well, Floyd ain't do nothing like this, what Canelo doing. Floyd didn't pick and choose. That's what they say.
But when you are put in a certain position, he should be he's able to, like me. You know, when I was in a position, I can pick and choose who I want to, because I earned that right.
So that's what they say Canelo was doing. When Floyd became Pretty Boy Mayweather, he said, when I was in the position, I was able to pick and choose whoever I want to, because I earned that right. Let's see that one more time.
But when you are put in a certain position, he should be he's able to, like me. You know, when I was in a position, I can pick and choose who I want to, because I earned that right.
So, somebody please call the show. Somebody call the show. What we're going to do, we're going to take a short identification break. Okay, so we got somebody call the show and tell me what he think about this conspiracy I just made and about the parallels of Floyd Money Mayweather saying that when he was in a position, he could pick and choose whatever he wanted to do because he earned that right. Do you see the parallels in what Canelo's doing and what Floyd Mayweather said he did? I'll call him. What's your name? Where you calling from?
This is JJ from across Fletcher.
Man, JJ from Cross Fletcher, man, talk to me, fam.
Man, listen, I'm tired of this Canelo talk, man. His career is over. I'm really, you know what I mean? I'm really, I come home to watch you do what you do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm getting tired of this Canelo talk. It's a wrap for him, man. He had a great career. We're not going to take that away from him, but it's over. Listen. I'm not saying it wasn't a cherry pick, obviously, with Beeble, but I don't know why he went up there and got his ass cracked. Now he got David Benavidez, or he could have Charlo, somebody that's going to be his weight that he could lose, but he could also win there. Now he's looking to go up to Badu. Badu going to crack him. I'm not concerned about him. He is not Floyd. What you think? You think he's making moves like Floyd?
Well, Floyd say he's able to pick and choose whatever and do what he want to do because he earned that right. And I think Canelo, the torch was passed from Floyd to Canelo. That he does come from that era, so to speak. You know what I mean? When Floyd was passing the baton or whatever. So yeah, I think he's doing the exact same. Of course, he's doing it a little differently because Floyd wasn't moving up in weight and challenging light heavyweights and stuff like that. And now Rick and I heard other people say that he's in talks of fighting a cruiserweight. He's not doing that. Floyd didn't do that, but as it relates to being the A side, earning the right to do whatever you want to do, it appears, it appears that way.
Man, I don't have it because at 32, Floyd wasn't looking like he was looking.
Yeah,
that man that man fought in a bathroom. He fought in a suite bathroom. A little big but small. He fought in a bathroom. The fans was booing. Cinco de Mayo, and you don't get a knockout. Come on, he's done. I'm telling you, he washed. I'm telling you. I'm not saying he won't win no more fights, but you ain't gonna tell me. But I don't have him beating Bivol. If he moves up the bottle and get knocked out, I don't want to hear it because let me say this, Coach. If you move up and you succeed, you want the credit, right? But if you move up and don't do good, you're just trying to throw it away as you challenge yourself. I don't want to hear that. I want him to fight somebody where he's going to get the credit for the win as well as the credit for the loss. I got to go across Fletcher.
All right, man. Holla at you, man.
He's not Floyd, man. We should stop saying that. Stop playing that little video. He's not Floyd.
Yeah. Man. All right, shout out to JJ for Cross Fletcher. Salute, fam. Listen, check this out, though. Check this out. There's some more chess pieces being moved. Hitman, you say that UFC fight did affect him. Yeah, the UFC fight did affect him as well, but that's Canelo Alvarez. You would figure that even though there's a UFC fight, by him being the face of boxing, Saul Canelo Alvarez, he should at least just on the strength of his own face and name should have been able to draw at least 500,000 or at least 450,000. No one predicted that. You know what I mean? So I mean, just his star power alone should have at least garnered that much. At least 300, something like that sort. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yeah, this is Raphael 32 again.
Raphael, talk to me.
I just want to say, Floyd and Canelo are on two different parallels. First of all, when hold on. For the record,
I am not comparing Canelo Alvarez to Floyd Mayweather. I want to say this.
I know you weren't.
Yeah, I'm not. What I'm saying is when Floyd Mayweather says when they in that particular clip I played, they was talking about Canelo. And he said, I want to see Canelo fight David Benavidez. That's what Floyd said in that clip. And then he said, but when you like me, for instance, you know what I mean? I can pick and choose whoever I want to because I earned that right. So he was saying that Canelo was picking and choosing who he wanted to fight in one breath, but then he said Canelo earned the right to pick and choose. That's why I play that clip. That's the context. I want to get
right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Right, and thank you for doing that. Floyd, he started off that 6-fight deal. Everybody he fought, they had to do something to fight him. Victor Ortiz beat Andre Berto. Robert Guerrero beat Andre Berto. My man's Madonna beat what's his name, Broner. So the only pick I didn't like at the end, and you could say was kind of like Canelo is when he picked Berto. I wanted to see him fight Keith Thurman because Keith was hot then. He was smoking hot, but he chose Berto.
Yeah,
that was the only fight out of that 6 deal.
Yeah, Floyd ducked Keith Thurman. He ducked Keith Thurman to chose Berto. That's cool. Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
Shout out to my main man Raphael 32 Toledo.
Raphael 32.
So I want to say this again. I'm not comparing Canelo to Floyd Mayweather. Because somebody gonna lead this show today. Man, Coach comparing Canelo to Floyd. I'm not doing that. The context is, and if you look at that interview, I think that's when I think that interview there was when dang, what fight that was? I'm gonna look and see. I think that fight was when Tank was fighting Mario Barrios. When Tank fought Mario Barrios, I think that's the Mario Barrios, either Mario Barrios or Esau Cruz, one of them. I'm calling, what's the name? Where you calling from?
Martin from Oakland.
Martin from Oakland, talk to me.
Yeah, Coach. I got to agree with some of the people that've been chiming in on the chat that whole UFC thing kind of fucked up the numbers for the pay-per-view. I personally ordered it on the Zone. I couldn't get through. I literally had to run through the house, log off every device in the house, every smart TV, every computer, every video game system. And I'm not going to lie, it took me a minute to figure that shit out. Plus, you got to think about all the people that have to deal with that during the Tank versus Ryan fight. All the people that are owed a refund from the Zone, for sure they weren't going to order the damn fight. And then the Zone basically shot themselves in the foot because they wanted all the money, so you couldn't get it somewhere else. You can just grab your TV remote, order it that way. Plus, NBA playoffs, I'm in the town. We got the Warriors and the Lakers going at it, the two most popular teams in all of basketball. We were literally jumping back and forth between the games. So all those things have to factor in to the numbers. Plus, like Rick Glazer said, you got an opponent nobody knows. You got all old boys, potential supporters getting a fight for free. You got everybody in Mexico getting a fight for free. And then on top of that, you got people in Texas getting it for free. So who was really going to buy the fight? The people that got burnt on the Ryan versus Tank fight? It was just doomed from the start, Coach.
All right, man. Well, salute, fans. Hey, thank you so much, bro. Thank you for calling the show. Salute. Man, I got this nasal drip cough. I can't stop goddamn coughing, man. This shit just drip. Nasal drip cough. Anyways, I'll be all right. Bruh, I'm finna show you the chess moves. Rolly Romero, the prime example of what's going on. Rolly Romero is fighting for a WBA super title tomorrow night. And the dude he's fighting is 75 years old, literally. I can't make this shit up. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's up, Coach? It's Louis James.
Louis James, where you calling from?
Oh, sorry about that. Out La Puente, California.
La Puente, California. Talk to me.
Hey, man, what's going on? That whole conspiracy thing, I don't think it's really conspiracy. I was actually thinking about shit like that, too. I think it makes sense. I don't know why Edgar Ballano getting that shot towards Canelo. If that was to come true, I think, honestly, Benavidez already earned that shot in his position many times. Everybody knows that. It's almost like similar to like a Rolly Romero. He's moving up to 140. He's on a Mayweather. He's going to be the way I'm seeing it. Here comes Ryan Garcia, fight him at 140, and I can see that happening. And honestly, too, with that whole Canelo shit, sorry to speak my language, but I am sticking by it already. I'm sticking by him. How are they gonna let him come play peekaboo with 168, come in, fight one fight, and all of a sudden hey everybody, I'm going back to. They need to vacate those bouts off of him already. If he's been saying that type of shit.
Man, that's crazy.
What I say on that.
Man, Louis James, man, from Cali, man. Salute, fam. Thank you for calling the show. Yeah, you're right about that, fam. I got you.
Yeah.
Nigga, when my name come up, respect it. Let's go. Stop playing with my fucking name. All drill y'all. Stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more. Put some respect on my name.
I mean, I get it, bro. I get it, bro. Like, they have Romero fighting for a championship tomorrow night. Coming off a knockouts loss to Tank Davis. That should tell you everything you want to hear. Coming off a knockout loss to Tank Davis.
I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anything you say, 5. Go ahead, ask me a question. Did you? 5.
Like literally. So I don't feel that I'm too far-fetched to say, hey, you know what? This guy, Al Heyman, is running the boxing game. Well, he's running a certain weight division. Bob Arum right now. Bob Arum have all of the belts in the lightweight division. Hear me out. Bob Arum has all of the belts in the lightweight division. I'm just showing you the power dynamics. We got to try to keep these belts over here on our side of the pond, on our side of the promotion company. In the welterweight division, Al Heyman and the PBC has been very successful in keeping 3 of the 4 belts on their side of the street. They had all the champions. So PBC got to have the welterweight division on lock because they have 3 of the 4 sanctioned belt, 3 of the 4 sanctioned body belts. The Zone have the super middleweight division on lock because they have all of the belts in the super middleweight division. Top Rank have all of the belts in the lightweight division. You guys following me? I know what you're saying, Coach tripping. You know what I mean? You guys following me? Oh, yeah. PBC have all of the belts at 154. You're right about that, Eric. PBC, so check this out. PBC have welterweight. And junior middleweight. That's PBC. ESPN, what Top Rank have? What does Top Rank have? They have all the belts at 135. What else does Top Rank have? What else do they have? Carter, what's your name? Where you calling from?
It's Coach Eddie again, Coach.
Coach Eddie, talk to me.
Coach, you dropping too much knowledge for these boys, man. You dropping the gems on them, Coach. You're exactly right. By with the Al Heyman thing and controlling them belts. Like you said, he got the welterweight division on lock. Then he got both the Charlo brothers. Both of them boys is champions. You see what I'm saying? He got undisputed champion in Charlo. Yeah. Then another one in the middleweight. Now, what I heard them when they lost Deontay Wilder. That was a chess piece right there. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. We know they got knocked off by goddamn Fury. But like you said, Coach, if Benavidez get them belt from Canelo, it's a wrap. But Al Heyman is a genius, and I got pulled over the other day. I told him I knew Al Heyman let me ride, bro. Al Heyman goddamn everywhere. He's everywhere. So like I say, you right on there, Coach. You're exactly right, Coach.
All right, shout out to Coach Eddie. Salute, fan. ATL, stand up. Hey, you know what? If Josh Taylor don't drop those belts, doggone Top Rank have all of the belts at 140. I'm trying to show y'all this from a company standpoint. You get what I'm saying? Hey, we gotta get the lights out, man. Hey, y'all gotta hit that like button. We got over 350 people in here and less than 200 likes. This is unacceptable. Hey, where my dog at? This is very unacceptable. Hey, Riley, they don't want to hit the like button? Get him.
Fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap ass cigars. fuck your yuck mouth teeth, fuck your hairpiece, fuck your chocolate, fuck Guy Ritchie, fuck Prince William, fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
So look at it from a promotional company standpoint. Whoever controlling the most pieces on the chessboard. PBC, Top Rank, DAZN, all them playing chess. And now that I think about it, I don't see Canelo fighting David Benavidez now. And what kind of swayed me to it is what Rick Glazier said. Now I know people don't like Glazier, whatever. I don't care nothing about that. However you feel is however you feel. But he made a valid point. He said Canelo is the one that's in control. And he is the control of the sanctioning bodies. Well, he didn't say sanctioning bodies, he said WBC. And because of what Canelo did in the past, when the WBC tried to pull a boss move, we got 2 super chats. The WBC tried to pull up cash apps. The WBC tried to pull a boss move on Canelo. He dropped the belt. And then he became the face of boxing, or he was the face of boxing at that time, or coming into it. And then, so now the WBC don't want to do anything to piss Canelo off. That's what he said. Shout out to shout out to Swat Jones. Hey, okay. Dropping that quote over, bam, dub on your boy on Cash App. Shout out to Ruben Allen. Hey, okay. Dropping that quote over, bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said the PBC is about to solidify Tank Davis as the big dog. I mean, I think he's already solidified as the big dog, but in boxing, the only way he's going to solidify it, he's going to have to get those belts if he wants to. If you're talking about doing it that way. But Tank Davis is doing pretty much what they say Canelo is doing. You get what I'm saying? He can fight who he want to fight, do what he want to do. So these are the perks of being the A side. Floyd Mayweather did it. You get what I'm saying? Like when you're A side, you get to do those things. And this is what I don't like about A side. But I'm gonna tell you the downside of A side in a minute. Hold on. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Al Sacktown. What's up, Coach?
Al from Sacktown. Talk to me.
Coach, you remember this from back in the day? Is it me or is it a conspiracy, my brother?
Man.
So based on what you were saying, and think about it, this makes me wonder, will you ever see the best fight the best again? Will you ever see that? Because they're going to try to keep the belts on each side of the street. Will we even get to see the best fight the best again? Have a good one, my brother.
All right, man. All right, shout out to Al from Sacktown. Hey, the Martin said, Coach, you think the situation you're pointing out means Haney's getting robbed? Top Rank keep the belts? No. That don't necessarily mean Haney gonna get robbed. I think, I don't know. I think, maybe Haney re-signs with them because that's where the fight's at. That's where the fight's at. Well, we have a new wave, a new way to monster fighting Cool Boy Stealth. That's the best fighting the best. Joshua versus Usyk, that was a good fight as best fight the best. Fury versus Wilder, that was a good fight as best fight the best. The women are doing it. The women are doing it. The women doing their thing. I ain't got nothing bad to say about the women. Canelo fought Dimitri Bivol. That was the best fight in the best, whether people knew it or not. He ain't had to be to get in the ring with him. But I get what you're saying, though. Us boxing fans getting the fights that we want. And you know what? I put my conspiracy hat on. I think I'm right. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Fred from Florida.
Fred from Florida, talk to me.
I just gotta say one thing. With whoever Canelo fight next, the detractor is gonna be quick to call him a junk if he fight Berlanga or someone, like not who we want him to fight.
Uh-huh.
But
what I have to say is, you know IBFP, right? I'm pretty sure you know that content creator, right?
Yeah, what about him?
Yeah, like he's the ultimate Canelo fanboy, and if he says that Canelo's if he don't fight Benavidez or any of them other guys in his fight for longer, he said Canelo's a dud. So if the ultimate fanboy is telling him that he would be a dud, I gotta believe it. You feel me? Like,
Yeah, I got
ultimate Canelo, not us.
No, I got you. I got exactly what you're saying. What do you think about what I'm saying there from a chess standpoint? When I'm looking at which promotional companies have the most belts in certain divisions, weight divisions, and I'm looking at David Benavidez and Canelo as, okay, yeah, if Canelo don't fight, this guy's a duck. That's what people are saying, and there's nothing wrong with that, coming to that conclusion. But I'm looking at it a little deeper. From a network standpoint, if you have a competitor that has the welterweight division on lock, he has the junior middleweight division on lock, and if he beats our fighter, he will have the super middleweight division on lock. So that's 3 weight divisions they're going to have on lock, and they're going to control boxing in those weight divisions. Do you think I'm far-fetched off by now saying, because I'm going off what Rick Glazer's saying, and it really hit home when he said that he's going to fight Edgar Berlanga next. Do you think that factors into the powers that be in the background who control certain belts and fighters who have all of the belts? Now, we ain't gonna make that fight right there, because if we lose, they're gonna have all the power. Do you think I'm far-fetched from thinking that?
You're right on point with that. Almost every network do that. Like even Bob, he didn't want the quarter fight the Matchroom guys for the unified belt at 130. He didn't want. He didn't say, "Oh, I'm not paying for that shit," but really, you don't even want to risk that shit going over there. You got all the 130 pounds. I get what you spot on. Like even 154, they're not letting the belts go nowhere. Like I'm scared for Devin. They might not give him that decision. Like, do we want them belts to go? Like, what if he signed the PPV?
Man, hey, you know what? Yeah. Hey, Fred, I got you, fam. Hey, Fred from Florida, man. Salute, fam. FLA, stand up. Hey, thank you for calling the show, my brother. FLA, stand up. Hey. Hey, sis. I'm like, man, I'm sitting there like, because look at how smooth Rick Glazer said that. He said, nah, he's gonna fight Edgar Berlanga next. And then he said, well, David Benavidez, Canelo doesn't have to fight David Benavidez. He ain't nobody. He can do whatever he want to do. And I'm like, oh man. And then it hit me. Then I said, but then who got the belts? Okay, Top Rank got 135 and 175 pretty much on lock. PBC have the welterweight division. I think they had a bantamweight too with Cool Boy. Carter, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, Coach, what's going on, man? It's D. Mason from Flint, Michigan.
Mason from Flint, talk to me, fam.
So to piggyback off your point, what you were just saying about, these promotional companies, trying to basically as many weight divisions, as many titles as you can hold, that gives you the leverage, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
And like Rick was saying, it's a business first and it's a sport second. So
yeah, that's true.
It's
that's
right
true.
on point. You
That's
ain't on no conspiracy theory shit, bro. I totally agree with you, bro.
Yeah.
And it's kind of fucked up because I was gonna ask you, because I always hear you talk about like Hagler, Hearns, and all them guys from the old days. I'm a young boy. I'm still young. How did it go back then? Because they didn't have the zone and, PVC and all of this shit back then. And you got the best fighting the best. But with a few of the top guys signed to each promotional company, it's almost impossible to get the best fighting the best, like we got with the Ryan Garcia Tank situation. Because who else you gonna get that can both sell? They both could sell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You're right. I mean, in the 80s, it was a little different. You got a lot of the top fights, man. Like in the 80s, bro. In the 80s, you like Don King, the type of promoter Don King is. a Don King fight card. Like this, I think this is like 93, 94. They had something called about all this. This was like the revenge fight, revenge of the rematches. And they had Julio Cesar Chavez versus Frankie Randall rematch. Julian Jackson versus Gerald McCullin. Azuma Nelson versus Jesse James Lehal. Terry Norris versus Simon Brown. You know, you have all these guys on one card. That's the equivalent of Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence. A New Way to Monster versus New Way to Monster versus Cool Boy Stealth. Keith Thurman versus Boots Ennis. Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder. That's the equivalent of that, having all of those names under one card. So now you are never get nothing like that. You'll never get that. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be a cold day in hell before we get a matchup like that on one card with all the top names.
Hey,
you can kiss that one goodbye.
Hey, shout out to Mason, man. Hey, salute to you, fam. Flint, Michigan, stand up. Detroit, Flint, stand up, man. Flint, stand up. Yeah, man, like, I'm looking at the chessboard, right? I say, we looking at this all wrong, dog. It's chess. I mean, I don't want to hear that. Hey, shout out to Jamie, man. What's going on, fam? I'm Carter. What's your name? Where you calling from? Carter, what's your name? Where you calling from? Carter, you on mute, fam.
Call from.
Hold on. I thought I had it. Hold on. He hung the phone up. Carter, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Coach, it's Casino Light Prayers. One more time. I just wanted to, so we keep jumping on subject.
Yeah.
I wanted to speak on that Rolly. Shit.
Go ahead.
All right. So I know that's the play. Like, the play is Rolly supposed to go get the belt and then Tank gonna go take it, right?
Hey, you know what? Rolly Romero said in the interview, bro. Listen, I was gonna play it, but I think everybody probably saw it. He like, yeah, man, me and Tank, man, me and Tank, we run that back, and I'll be a champion at 140, and then Tank can come up here, we can run it back, and I won't be starving to make weight and stuff like that. He said all of that in that interview with Fight Hype, bro. And I'm like, man, you know what? Ron Boy Fresh said that, bro. I say, man, I hope that shit don't happen like that, but go ahead.
I agree. I agree that's what's supposed to happen. And I'm being dead serious when I say this shit, Coach. I know it's gonna sound like a joke, but Rolly might lose, Coach. And the reason I say Rolly might lose is because, like, I watched the press conference, man. That's not the same Rolly. That ain't the same Rolly.
Yeah.
And even Brian Custer said something about that shit. But Brian Custer, he be direct, but it don't be direct. You know what I'm saying? You gotta kind of test his drift.
Yeah.
His drift. He said it seems like you've gotten humble. He was like, it seems like you've gotten humble since the Tank fight. And Rolly was also, bro. Rolly was so lame at that shit, and his answer to that shit was, the reason I'm not being excited is because this ain't that type of fight. He was like, I got respect for my opponent. I'm glad that he came. And like, he's not even excited for the fight. He's overlooking his opponent. He think he automatically going to get a belt and fight Tank. And that dude, even though we making jokes about him, he's 73 years old. But at the end of the day, he only got like 2 losses, and then he got 22 knockouts out of like 25 fights and shit like that. And if Rolly, because we all know Rolly can't fucking fight, you know what I'm saying? So like he might get knocked the fuck out. And I don't think that's. I mean, I think that's a big possibility. I think this shit a 50-50 fight because Rolly is trash. You know what I'm saying? And he not even, his confidence look like it's gone. He got knocked out by a 130-pounder with 16-ounce gloves on and headgear. Bro, he don't look the same, bro. He's shot. I feel like he's shot. The only way he gonna get excited is if it's Tank. But if it ain't Tank, this nigga not excited. He don't even give a fuck. He think he just gonna win. I think he gonna get knocked out.
All right. Hey, well, shout out to Casino Light Prayer. Salute. Man, shit. Roller gonna beat the brakes off this dude, man. Roller gonna beat the brakes off this dude, bro. Carter, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Martin from Oakland.
Martin from Oakland, talk to me.
Yeah, Coach, watching this live reminds me of watching one of them suspense movies where you're trying to figure out who the killer is, and you kind of spoiled it for us 6 months early, because, man, if things go according to plans for Al Heyman, this going to be like Golden Boy back in like 2010, 2012, and they had the game on lock, and all top-ranked Canelo was Manny, and they were on the outside looking in.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to change the game, and it's going to bring back PBC to what that press conference was when everybody was like, damn, boxing for free, except it's all going to be on pay-per-view.
Man, bro, I'm sitting up, I'm writing down, I'm looking at the chessboard, bro, and the way the chessboard is looking, I'm like, man, you know what? Now, when I look at it from a chess standpoint, I say, man, David Benavidez do not stand a snowball chance in hell in landing that Canelo fight. This now it explains why David Benavidez re-signed with PBC, signed a 3-year contract with them. He know he ain't gonna get that Canelo fight. So he got a 3-fight contract with them. He read up, and it got Plant, Morel, and Plant, Morel, and Charlo on there. No, I think it was Demetrius Andrade on there. So they automatically know, man, look here, man. Listen, I don't put it together. I don't put it together. Shout out to Mark from Oakland. Salute, fam. Yeah, I don't put it together, man. Man, Roland Romero gonna kill this dude. Hey, $1 Trillion Dream said, Rolly, what you say, $1 Trillion Dream? You said Rolly going to sleep? You think so? No, man, not Big Rolo. Big Rolo ain't going to sleep. Man, look here, man. Hey, look here. Hey, look here, man. Listen. Bet the house on Big Rolo. Bet the house on Big Rolo, man. They say this young man is 40 years old. They say this young man is 40 years old. I'm gonna say that 3 times. They say this young man is 40 years old. Now, you know, I ain't the brightest light bulb in the kitchen. You get what I'm saying? I'm not the brightest light bulb in the kitchen. Y'all feel me? You know, I'm gonna say that one more again. I'm not the brightest light bulb in the kitchen. You know what I mean? But I know a 40-year-old when I see one. And last time I checked, my name ain't Ray Charles nor Stevie Wonder. Last time I checked, my name ain't Ray Charles and it ain't Stevie Wonder. I'm trying to tell y'all, Roland Romero will become the new WBA WBA junior welterweight champion of the world tomorrow night. True. Caller, what's your name when you calling from?
Oh, this is Damien from Baltimore, Coach.
Damien from Baltimore, talk to me.
So to piggyback off the conspiracy theory, because you know you holding the line, but I'm right behind you.
Yes, sir.
So on the Boxing Voice, they interviewed this Saudi guy, him and Badu Jack, real cool, and he was talking about how he wanted to put EJ, Crawford, Usyk, Fury, and AJ Wilder all on one card, but the big brother Al was like, "Oh hell no, I'm controlling this shit," and yeah,
yeah, I mean,
and so that's supposedly that's the Saudi guy that Crawford was talking about.
Yeah.
Supposedly that's what he was talking about. So I guess it wasn't a lie. So, but
yeah. Crawford said that Al told him. He said you crazy. I'm not letting nobody touch this fight. He said he ain't gonna let nobody touch the fight.
Yeah.
And now everybody was saying Crawford was lying and this and that. Yeah. Well, not everybody, but the guys who hate Crawford.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's a pay-per-view I'm paying for.
Hey, man.
I'll pay $150 for that one.
Okay.
I paid $150 for that, no problem. But I ain't want no. I just wanted to jump on the conspiracy bandwagon with you. That's all. Because it is a conspiracy. It's not a conspiracy. They put it in our face, and we love the sport, so they tug on our heartstrings of loving the sport and just do it bad. And we keep hoping for the best, but yeah, whatever.
No. They giving us. You know, they telling you what it is, and that's what it is. Hey, you know what? Hey, hold on. Booger Ray Leonard. Booger Ray been saying it all along. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Straight from Florida. One more time.
Go ahead, fam.
I wanted to say, don't be surprised if it's Devin, the one
Your phone breaking up, but I got you. Okay. All right, I got you, Fred. You said don't be surprised.
Make that way. All right.
Okay. Yeah, you said yeah. I got you, Fred. Yeah, the phone was breaking up, fam. I have a special PSA message from my good brother, Dr. Umar Johnson.
If I take your woman who never been out the United States a day in her life, if I take your woman who never been out the United States a day in her life, if I take your woman who never been out the United States a day in her life and take her with me, she spent a week in Africa with King Kong Alicious. She's going to spend a week in Africa with King Kong Alicious. Do you think she ever coming back home to you? Let's just be honest. If I take her on a ride with the prince, do you really think she coming back home to you? I'm going to drink to that. Next Negro who hate, I'm going to snatch your chick.
So anybody hate? Anybody hate on my dog, Dr. Umar? He taking you to the Roni. Today is to the Roni Fridays. Anybody hate on Dr. Umar? He gonna take your chick. I just had to let y'all know that. Anybody hate? I just had to let y'all. Anybody hate? Anybody hate on the Prince of Pan-Africanism? I just had to let you know that. Carter, what's your, I was just on my Carter, what's your name? Shout out to Casino Light Prayer, dropping that $2 super chat. He said, bet the house on Rolo. He said, that don't sound right. Man, bet the house on Rolo, man. Shout out to Jamie Vasquez. He said, if he's 40, I'm 15. Yeah, exactly. I totally agree with that. Shout out to Derek Choice, dropping that quarter of a dub. He said, Rolo's opponent is 40 years old. Don't sleep on Generation X. If Rolly don't keep his hands up, he may be slept again. Man, again, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I believe that Rolly Romero, when the smoke clears, Rolly Romero will become the new WBA junior middleweight champion of the world. I really believe that. You're gonna find, you know what? You're gonna find a hard time, and I'm not saying pause. You're gonna find a hard time trying to convince me that this dude right here, that they say is 40 years old. And I don't look at his record. I looked at his record. You get what I'm saying? This dude, that Rolly Romero gonna lose to this guy. Rolly Romero gonna get knocked out by this guy. I looked at some of his fights. Some of the dudes, I looked at his record and I looked up to some of those fights on there. Come on, man. I'm just, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, I ain't hating. I'm not hating. You get what I'm saying? But bro, I just, I got to call it the way I see it. You know what I mean? Some people say, oh man, this nigga hate, man.
That's wrong, that's wrong. He did nothing to you.
And you get what I'm saying? I ain't hating. You get what I'm saying? But bro, come on, man. I can't, I'm just saying for me. I'm just saying for me. That's all I'm saying. For me, for me, you know what I mean? I just, I can't, And this ain't no shade to Buddy. This ain't no shade. I ain't hating on him. You get what I'm saying? But bro, come on, man. True. Don't y'all see the script already? I told y'all what it is. This man got knocked out by Tank Davis. He had a 14-0 record before he fought Tank. His last fight, he got knocked out by Tank Davis over a year ago. When that was, last May or something, somewhere around that time. And now his first fight at junior welterweight, he got a title fight for a belt that Josh Saylor dropped. And the guy that he was scheduled to fight, was it the guy that he was scheduled to fight? I think it was the guy that he was scheduled to fight, all of a sudden, miraculously got popped for PED usage. True. All of a sudden, the guy that he was supposed to fight got popped for he got popped dirty for PEDs. He got popped dirty for PEDs. And then they find this guy out of nowhere. Come on, man. True. True. Y'all don't see that? How y'all don't see that? I mean, come on. Hey, man, shout out to David Bass Square dropping that $2 super chat. He said, Big Rolo on the next face of Boston, top pound for pound. Bro, come on, man. All of a sudden, hey, Marquis, all of a sudden, Marquis, the dude that was the tougher competition that was going to put paws on Big Rolo, all of a sudden, bam, oh my gosh, this dude got caught. Hey, listen, I can hear the phone call right now. Hello. Hey, Paco. Yeah, I mean, not Paco. Hello. Hey. Yeah, well, yeah. What the dude name for the WBA? Gilberto. I think his name Gilberto, right? Over there with the WBA, talking to the president over there. Yeah, hello. Yes. How you doing, Gilberto? Listen, man, check this out. Woo. Romero's moving up. He's gonna fight for the vacant title. Oh, that's good. Yeah, we're gonna mandate that fight. Yeah, but it's only one problem. What's that? The guy that he's fighting. I mean, we looked at it from a matchmaking standpoint. And hold on. I gotta put my Booker Ray Leonard glasses on. We looked at it from a matchmaking standpoint. Me, Al, and Floyd came to the conclusion that Rolly, it's a good chance he may lose that fight. We don't want that guy. Well, we can't just move him out of the way. You know what I mean? He's a good fighter. He earned this right. I don't know how true it is, but I heard that he was on steroids. No, he's passed every test that we've ever given. I don't know. You might want to check him. Next time they check him, bam, he got PEDs in his system. Bam. They found a dude from Venezuela that was in the mountains some goddamn well. True. Shout out to Vigilante, dropping a $2 super chat. He said Barroso versus Tank for the belt after he KOs Rolling. Bruh, trying to tell you what it is. Everything's scripted, fam. I told y'all this is WWE. This is WWE. I told y'all. Y'all think I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I'm not. I know what I'm talking about. Any tenderoni that's looking for a new job, I have my dog, Dr. Umar, that's looking to hire you.
Ladies with the secretarial skills. I need a couple traveling secretaries. I need a couple mobile secretaries. This is all about work, ladies. If you're not a worker, don't join my team because I'm going to cut you and you're going to become a hater. I don't even want to go through that with you. If you know you're just looking for a man, listen to me, ladies. I'm being honest with the queens. If you know you just husband hunting, ain't nothing wrong with husband hunting. Nothing is wrong with hunting for a husband. Queens need a king. But you don't join Dr. Umar's movement because you husband hunting. You only join Dr. Umar's movement if you are liberation hunting. We are hunting for liberation. We liberation hunting. We ain't husband hunting. So ladies, if you are husband hunting, you cannot be one of my secretaries because you're not there for the right reason. You looking for a man. Nothing wrong with that. But you can't be in my movement looking for a man because it's going to get messy. It's going to get messy. So I need sisters who are focused on the liberation of African people. I don't need you out there on the battlefield trying to give out some old crusty cookies. We don't want it that way. You can't be out here working for me, giving out crusty cookies to my soldiers. It gets messy like that. Throwing that loosey-goosey all over, it's going to get messy like that.
Throwing that loosey-goosey all over, it's going to get messy. See, brothers and sisters, it's going to get messy in the sport of boxing, brothers and sisters. And before it get cleaned up, it's going to get messy. Romero guaranteed victory against Ismael Barroso, 75-year-old mountain man from the mountains of Venezuela. It's going to be tomfoolery that always goes on in boxing like that. But in order for us to clean it up, it's going to get messy first. And I'm looking for people over here on my channel to fight for the liberation of boxing. I'm looking for people, a few good men and women, who's willing to come together with old boy Coach Malachi Williams, and let's fight for the liberation of boxing. You get what I'm saying? We don't want to see Canelo fight Bottle Jack. We don't want to see Canelo fight Edgar Berlanga next. He can fight him later on down the line. We want to see Canelo fight the Mexican Monster, right? But we know that the politics in boxing that's going on. Top Rank currently have all of the 135-pound belts, brothers and sisters. Top Rank also has 3 of the 175-pound belts, brothers and sisters. The PBC currently have the 147-pound on lock with 3 belts. The PBC currently have the junior middleweight division on lock. They got all the belts. The only missing piece to the puzzle is they need the belts that Saul Canelo Alvarez has. The Mexican Monster is the only hope that the PBC have that they can use as a weapon to go get them belts from Big Nello. But Canelo Alvarez see the game. He's 2-3 steps ahead of the game. He's playing 3D chess. He understands that the sanctioning bodies are already in his back pocket, according to what Rick Glazier's saying. Don't you see what's going on, brothers and sisters? There's a war going on the battlefield of boxing, and I'm looking for a few good soldiers that's going to come together with me, because it's going to get messy in a minute.
True, true, true.
I say it's going to get messy in a minute. And somebody got to clean up the mess. I'm looking for a few good men and a few good women. That's all I'm saying. Looking for a few good men and a few good women, because it's going to get messy.
Now, I run every kind of bitch, every kind of place, and I know one thing. When it comes down on you, you either collectivize or you run like a solitary rat.
All I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I know this Tenderoni Friday, you know what I mean? But right now we trying to free. You know what I mean? We trying to start a revolution in the sport. We got to change the way things are going. Shout out to Shad. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter over. Bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, Coach, could you see Deb signing a one-fight deal with the PBC for the tank fight? No, I don't see that at all. I don't see that at all. No, I don't see that at all. PBC ain't gonna make that happen. PBC ain't gonna make that happen. They're not gonna pay Deb the type of money he wants. I don't see that happening at all. You know what I mean? Now, for all those who scared to call the old boy, for all of the sapsuckers who was talking that jive turkey talk, talking ham bone, want to talk trash, talk that flim flam, pop that weed, call the old boy.
Talk some shit? Call me. Start some shit, bitch.
Sup, fool? You gonna talk shit about me, homie? Where you from?
Hundreds of niggas is waiting for your motherfucking call, and they all talking shit about you right now.
Call the coach at 530-494-9636. We waiting on your bitch ass.
True.
You know, I just wanna throw that out there, man. You know, you got to. You get what I'm saying?
That's wrong, that's wrong. He did nothing to you.
All I'm saying in this hill, man.
Get out while you can. Don't get a sucker no statue. Give him guts.
You gotta, it's gonna get messy, brothers and sisters. It's gonna get messy. Now I'm gonna tell y'all what y'all gonna go through. When we trying to weed out all the sapsuckers and the jive turkeys, it's gonna get a little messy. Some of y'all, if you join me on this battle, some of y'all gonna get shot up with some gun emojis.
True.
Shout out to Casino Light Prayer dropping that $2 super chat. He said, here you go. He said, there you go. Hey, you get what I'm saying? Hey, some of y'all gonna get shot up with some gun emojis. Some of y'all gonna receive some threatening emails and phone calls. Some of y'all gonna be told to drop the addy. Some of y'all gonna be told that you better not show up to the fights. Some of y'all gonna be told that you got to pay membership fees. Some of y'all. Understand that Coach Malachi has been through all of this, and I have successfully defeated every last one of my haters and detractors. So if you know there's a mess on aisle 6, we got to clean up on aisle 6. We see the play right here. Top rank got 135 and 175 on lock. PBC had the welterweight division and 154 pounds on lock. The zone got the super middleweight division. Heavyweight division, Ukraine got 3/3, got part of it, but the UK got the heavyweight division on lock. Right? Just saying. We see what's going on. Flim flam and tomfoolery. Now I know everybody's saying, you know, quite a few of these fighters is ducking.
Now I am the #1 contender. I'm tired of James the Poodle, Grim Reaper, whatever you want to call himself, ducking me. All right, I'm tired of man driving around town in 8 Rolls Royces. He ain't fought nobody. I'm still in a bro hand.
You get what I'm saying? I know this here. But sometimes it's deeper than ducking. Sometimes it's deeper than ducking. Sometimes it's not as simple as these fights ain't happening because they ducking. You got to look at who's who. You got to look at who's who. Look at it from a power standpoint. We looking at it from a fan standpoint to where we hate this fighter, we love this fighter, we love this fighter, we hate that fighter. We looking at it from that standpoint. But I believe that it's a little bit deeper than that. And I'm going to need you, brothers and sisters, to come together with me and collectivize, because what we're going to have to do, we're going to, this is a daunting task. This is a daunting task that we're going to go down. And I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to call a couple of goons. That's a couple of goons that I know that I'm going to call that's going to help us with this daunting task. We're going to go after Al Heyman. We're going to go after Bob Arum. And we're going to go after the top dudes at the zone. So we're going to send the goons at them, right? We're going to send some goons at them. And after we send the goons, hopefully we'll be able to get this stuff straight out.
Dumbass nigga slipping like we not on his ass.
Oh, you at the crib?
Yeah.
That nigga Jerry here.
What?
Got one.
All right, man, it's on the floor. Got one, y'all. This dumbass nigga slipping. Fuck these niggas at, bro. I can't slide by myself. Oh, shit, that's my niggas. Come on in, fellas. Fuck yeah, little nigga over there. That's all. So what's up, nigga? All that shit you was talking about?
I ain't scared no pussy cats,
Act like you scared. Bitch. Nigga gonna jump. Nigga, the fuck out of here, nigga. Yeah, nigga. So we jumping, right? This bitch ass. Okay, so we jumping, right? We told that. So y'all niggas jumping, right? What the fuck? Yeah, nigga. Yeah, I told y'all niggas, what up? The fuck happened? Told niggas what it was, bro. Clean up on aisle 7, motherfucker. That little nigga still alive? Oh my God. Niggas played the right game they got left, didn't they? Fuck out of here, nigga. The fuck over here. What's up, boss man? Hey, I ain't know you was that nigga, you feel what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? You that nigga.
Hey, I don't came up on the scene. These sapsuckers, hey, you know what? Hey, we know what? Hey, we don't came up on the scene, man. Hey, we don't came up on the scene, and hey, Nick Ricks, we came up on the scene. These sapsuckers are. Hey, Nick. See, Simon, they thought they had it on lock. What came up to the motherfucker? Hey, man, coach, you got to, coach, you got to be on code. You can't just be out there doing what you want to do, coach. You got to be on code and all that stuff there. Man, fuck all that. I ain't hearing all that pussy ass shit, man. Fuck them niggas. I'm gonna do what I want to do. Hey, coach, we gonna send them goons at you. We know we got shooters. You know what I mean? Look at that. Hey, you feel me? Hey, Nick, hey, you feel me? You know what I mean? It is what it is. Hey, it is what it is. You know what I mean? You feel me? I just had to, you know what I mean? I just had to let them know. Just had to let them know. You know, just had to let them know just in case. Just in case, I just had to let them know, man. Hey, man, shut up. Hey, you know, I'm just saying though. I just had to let them know, man. I just had to let them know. You feel me? These motherfuckers over here, boy. I be like, yeah, nigga, whatever.
I know I can get this money.
Talking water. My bracelet costs about 40 and my necklace costs a quarter. Talking water. I go stupid like on Boosie. All this jury got me foolish. All this water. All of these diamonds, they bright, so you gon' see me at night. All of this water. Now why me drip. Water. When your daughter see this water, she gon' let Boosie record. Them little niggas in the A, they making deals off the wall.
Hey, I'm just saying, man. You get what I'm saying? I'm just saying, man. You know, that was me. You know, you see, it was three pussycats, right? One was Al Hammond, one was the PBC, one was the Zone, and one was Top Rank. And they came in there, they tried to jump the old boy. They knew I was coming in there to clean it up. They tried to jump the old boy. You know what I mean? They thought it was sweet. I had to roll my sleeves up, walk back over there, and I put them paws on them, swept them on up and through. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. You know what I mean? I know we got a super chat. Let's see what this fool talk about. Michael Rivera. Now, this is one of my trolls. Right? This Jason Mones. Hey, this is a Jason Mones account. This is another account from Jason Mones. And you know how I know it's Jason Mones? Because he always send them ragged ass $2.
True.
Jason Mones, you ain't came up yet. You do know that this name was blocked. I had unblocked it. Yeah, Jason Mones, you know I know that's you. You still sending them ragged ass $2. I told you to stop sending them ragged at $2. He say fag none. It's the face of YouTube bossing. Yeah, whatever. Hey, you troll me, troll him, and then go troll Blue. It is what it is, man. Yeah, whatever. And them ragged ass $2. Listen, if you want to get my attention, Jason Mones, aka Michelle Rivera, you gonna have to donate more than them ragged at $2, dog. I need a half a dub from you. Anything less than a half a dub is unacceptable.
True.
That's all I'm saying. Anything less than a half a dub from you is unacceptable. You know, you got to, the way you show me your love is by the way you pay me. You got to pay like your way. You've been trolling me for too long. Jason Mones, you've been trolling me for too long. You got about 35 accounts. Yeah, man. Hey, Lisa. Hey, you get what I'm saying? What they got to say about him? He dedicated now. He damn so dedicated. I give him that now. He dedicated now. He said something ragged ass $2. What the fuck I'm going to do with $2? So YouTube get 30% of that. Fuck, I mean, what I'm going to do with that? You know what I mean? Anyways, hey, what he said? I used to watch that guy. He said, but after the Crawford fallout, it became unbearable. Hey, man, it is what it is, man. All I'm saying is we got some house cleaning to do. You know what I mean? And it's gonna take a collective effort for us to do that. We got some house cleaning to do. And it's gonna be rough now. It's gonna be rough because they gotta, they kind of got it on lock right now. You know what I mean? But I think together as a community, I think that we can do everything. You know what I mean? I think we can do everything. We can do it all. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is. Hey, what to say? He did. He said he gotta pay for the troll. Yeah. Especially him. As a matter of fact, the price went up, Jason. Anything less than a dub from you would not be recognized.
True.
Anything less than a dub from you, so go talk to your mama. See, can you borrow $20 and holler at your boy? Anything less than a dub for you, because we know what time it is with you. You that two-figure nigga I was talking about. Hey, Nick, you probably don't remember. Jason was one of the dudes talking about signing the contract and this and that and yada 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 yada. I said you two-figure niggas. I say, bro, listen, you got a net worth of 2 figures. You're at your baby mama house. In his case, he lived with his mama. You at your mama house in the basement playing on a PS5. You know what I mean? The strongest thing you got on your body is your thumbs. You can't get no woman. You can't get no girl. You up 2, 3 in the morning, arguing on 10, 11, 12-hour lives, talking about signing a contract, drop the addy. This dude don't send me gun emojis, rocket launchers, you know, call, threaten, everything. He ain't did a guy. Don't nobody know what he looked like. He disguised his voice. He called, don't want to show the phone number. But well, you know he's a kid.
True.
Man, but he consistent. I ain't gonna lie, he dedicated, boy. Hey, listen, it ain't nothing like having no dedicated haters, bro. But when you got some dudes that's dedicated to hating you and they show up on the job every day that hate.
True.
Hey, Lisa, when you have some dudes that's your dedicated haters and they show up on the job every day just to hate, you know what I mean? And boy, listen, I'm talking about what you gonna do today? What you gonna do today? Finna hate on this whole ass nigga. What? I'll be back down. The nigga come on at 3. I'm finna hate on this nigga. You know what I mean? Hold on. The nigga ignore me. Let me send him a $2 super chat. I don't know. He might know it's me because I be sending the same record at $2. You know what I mean? I'm sending $2 super chat. Okay, damn, the nigga figured out who it is. Damn, the nigga knows me. Shit. All right. Okay. Yeah, coach. Yeah. Drop the addy. Yeah. Let me call the nigga. You know what I mean? I don't want him to see the phone number because he might call him. My mama pick up. Okay, let me call him. Let me see, can I do a no caller ID? No caller ID. You know what I mean? Oh Lord, please let that nigga pick up the phone. Please. Bam. Yes, caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Yeah. And the nigga sound like he got this much meat. He sound like he got this much meat in his mouth. Like he sound like when he called the show, he sound like he deep throating something when he called the show. That bitch had nigga Jason Moore. Sound like he deep throating something. You know what I mean? Yeah, caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Who is this? Drop the addy. Dude, you got something in your mouth, man. What you got in your mouth, dog? You need to know what you think you need to. What DJ Clue say? You know, DJ, let me clear my throat. You know what I mean? You need to clear your throat before you call this show, man. Nigga always calling the show. Sound like he got Peter meat in his mouth and all that stuff that man in his mama basement. Come on, man.
True.
I'm just saying. Hey, shout out to Rick. What he say? He say facts. He said those. Rick said those everyday haters are pathetic. Every day? My nigga, every day? 7 days a week? What you is hey, he said the Pakistan number. No, the Pakistan number. Hey, guess what? I found out who that was. The Pakistan number, that's a nigga that be over there with H Money. His name is David. He got like a kind of like a Haitian accent or something like that. He got like a Haitian accent or something like that. The nigga named David. That's one of them broke ass niggas over there from H Money. That nigga came over here. You know, yeah, nigga. You know what I mean? Yeah, nigga. I'm coming to Tampa, nigga. This how the nigga talk. Yeah, you know how I know it was him? Because somebody sent me the lie to my DM, cause the nigga was talking about me, right? And I heard the nigga talk, and I noticed his voice. I said, that's the same nigga that be calling my line. That's the same nigga be calling my live show. He was on H Money panel. I say, oh, that's one of the H Money niggas. I got niggas from H Money that be stalking. I got niggas from what the nigga name from Chicago? The crazy nigga, the crazy Spanish nigga. What's the name? South. What the nigga name? I forgot what the crazy nigga be threatening everybody online. I forgot his name. I forgot the nigga name, but man, I forgot that dude's name. I have dudes coming from him. He always challenging everybody to box. I got dudes coming from him. I caught the nigga voice. I say, oh yeah, Southpaw. That's what it is, Southpaw. Yeah. I caught the nigga voice. I like, oh yeah, nigga. You better show up to the fight, nigga. I'm gonna send you gun emojis, nigga. Nigga, you better come outside. Drop the addy, nigga. Look, that's how he talk. I'm like, man, these some jitterbugs, man. These some jitterbugs. They at their mama house. That mama house smoking on the Nick sack of Reggie. You know I got the Reggie right here. Well, I ain't got no Reggie, but I got that Nick sack. I ain't got no Reggie, but you know I got that Nick sack, boy. I don't have the Reggie, but you know I got a Nick sack, boy. I keep a fat Nick sack. I said, but I got some strangers, bro. Listen, I don't have niggas threatening me from everywhere. Alphabet boys, you name them, you name them, I've been threatened by them. You know what I mean? Nigga got a Nick sack, all shape, no buds. All shape, no buds. You know, hey, Red, do fries go with that shape? Do fries go with that shape? All shape, no bud. Nope, no buds. Nigga talking about threatening me, what he gonna do? Man, you gonna sit your country ass down somewhere. Nigga, you ain't gonna do nothing. PS Nick Sack selling that. Nigga be on nigga, hey, broke nigga online arguing about money all day. What? Yeah, man, I don't have them all. Listen, I don't seen all the clowns. I don't been threatened from every city in America. I don't receive gun emojis from every city in America. I don't receive gun emojis from all of the every city in America. Caller, what's the name you calling from?
What's up, Coach? Your boy Jesse from Compton.
Jesse from Compton, man. Compton's in the house. Jesse, talk to me, fam.
What's up, man? This boxing news, man. I thought boxing was changing. You know, we still are getting Haney versus Lomachenko and then Fulton versus Inoue, but based on the Canelo news and Rick Glacier saying that more than likely he's gonna fight Berlanga.
Yeah.
It just looks it looks like a little you know, like a little hill going up, and then we're just going to the valley right now, man. This shit is sad. I mean, what other big fights are happening this year? Besides those two, those are really the only two big ones I can think of right now.
Well, you know, we get some good fights, like you say. Cool Boy Steph is fighting Inoue. That's a great fight. Of course, Devin Haney and Vasily Lomachenko fighting next week. We had Tank David just went by not too long ago. You know, so yeah. So well, I mean, we pretty much good right now. It's just speculation for what Rick Glacier said and some of the stuff that we said. We don't know how true it'll be, but we know me putting my conspiracy hat on. I'm like, man, I don't know, man. You know, based on what he said, I'm like, they might be, you know, these networks might be playing keep away with the belts. And then Then we got T.O. and Josh Taylor. So we have some good fights. We have some good fights happening, fam. You know what I mean?
Oh, I thought that was canceled. I thought T.O. versus Josh Taylor was canceled.
No, that's happening. That's going down.
Going on.
Yeah, that's going down. Yes, sir.
Oh, because
yeah.
Well,
that's happening. All right.
Well, maybe it's not that bad then.
Okay, no, we good. Hey, shout out to Jess from Compton, man. CPT, stand up. Right. CPT, stand up. Hey, listen. Hey, Ruben, what you say? Ruben say conspiracy. He said conspiracy, brother. All I'm saying, my brother, is this here. I smell conspiracy. That's all I'm saying. I ain't saying this. Put it this way. I ain't saying this is a conspiracy, but Roland Romero is fighting for the WBA super title tomorrow night. That's all I'm saying. How did he get in that position? I'll let y'all figure that out.
We must internalize the flatulation of the matter by transmitting the effervescence of the Indonesian proximity in order to further segregate, to preclude on the issue of world domination would only circumvent circumcise the revelation that reflects the aphrodisiac symptoms which now perpetrates the Jericho's activation.
See, what we need to do, hold on, caller. We need to perpetrate the Jericho's activation. And I think if we perpetrate the Jericho's activation, we will be able to clean up some of the things that we don't like, brothers and sisters, in the sport of boxing. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach? It's the inevitable. D-Block, D-Town, D-City, D-Ville, Baltimore, stand up.
D-Block, talk to me, fam.
My God, can you believe those pay-per-view numbers? I can't believe it, man. I am so upset right now.
Oh, hold on.
200K?
Hold on. Let me show you this. Let me show you this. On the front, I want you guys to look at this on your. This will be on your right. These are the pay-per-view numbers that we said. I said, how many pay-per-view buys does Canelo versus Ryder sell? And we had 551 people participated in this poll. I kept it. I took a screenshot of it. And
oh, damn.
39% of the people said it'll do 400K or less. But I don't think no one saw 200, a little over 200,000. No one saw that. So, yeah, I kept a record of it. But go ahead.
But you know what? At the end of the day, like I still feel like it didn't do good. That's not good at all. I mean, at all, especially compared to what he's accomplished. But I also feel like it's Canelo. He's gonna bounce back. You know, it could be Benavidez. Now, you know, even Benavidez didn't do well on pay-per-view. But I think people were just, maybe it was because of the Ryan Garcia Tank Davis fiasco. People were frustrated. Like, you know, I bought this pay-per-view event. It didn't go so well. I had issues. I'm not gonna do that, even though it was 54. I bought the fight. I'll be honest with you. I bought the fight. John Ryder really wasn't that big of a name out there. I mean, he wasn't mandatory. But I still feel like no, it was bad. It was bad, wasn't it, Coach?
Yeah, it was terrible. It was terrible. So, you know, they got to straighten it out. They got to straighten it out. Who you fight matters. Just, you're right, JC. Who you fight matters. Didn't nobody know who this guy was. No one knew who he was over here. No one was interested in the fight. It did really good at the gate. I don't know what the numbers were, but they did pretty good. They sold out. I heard they gave away a few tickets, you know, not, you know, to the people who were very poor and couldn't get in. But for the most part, they sold out. They did their thing. We'll just see what happens next time. But what you think about Canelo fighting Edgar Berlanga next? That's what Rick Glazer says he's going to fight. He's not going to, and the WBC is not going to mandate Canelo to fight Benavidez. That fight not going to happen.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that at all. So they're not even going to mandate that? That, you know, isn't that like a slap in the face for Benavidez, though? A slap in the face for his dad? A slap in the face for his promoter? You know? I think they just... Do you think that the WBC is trying to protect the cash cow?
Well, you know what? From a business standpoint, you know, pretty much Canelo, from what Rick Glazer said, Canelo is running the show. That's what he said. I don't have any proof of that, but he said Canelo's running the show. And, you know, and that's the politics of boxing. That's what we was talking about. The actual politics, what's going on. I'm looking at the chessboard, and on the chessboard, it's showing that Top Rank has all of the belts at 175 and 135. Well, they have 3 belts at 175, and they have all of the belts at 135. PBC have the welterweight division on lock. They have 3 of the belts, as well as all of the fighters, the welterweight fighters for the most part. And then they have the junior middleweight division on lock because Jamel Charlo fights for the PBC and he's undisputed. The Zone has a super middleweight division on lock currently at the moment from the big fight names and stuff like that. They had the middleweight division on lock, but Triple G dropped his belts. So when you're looking at it from a chessboard standpoint, it could be that they might be playing keep away from the PBC by not making the Canelo and Benavidez fight.
Yeah. Now, I want people to realize that this isn't Canelo's doing. This is the WBC. So I don't want people to start saying that Canelo's ducking Benavidez. That has nothing to do with Canelo. None of his doing.
No,
and
I mean he can just fight a voluntary match. He can do that. He can say, you know what? No, I'm gonna fight you right now. I'm gonna fight you next. He can say that.
Yeah, he could say that. Yeah. And Romero tomorrow, Coach, wouldn't it be a shocker if they're pumping up Romero to be a pay-per-view star at 140 for Tank Davis? And guess what happened? Cherry picked on wrong. That's all I gotta say. D-Block, D-Count, D-City, D-Ville, Baltimore Center.
Shout out to D-Block. Hey, Al Harvey, what you say? He said, I thought Canelo does what he wants. Yeah, he does do it. Yeah, he does. Hey, Al Harvey, he does. That's what we saying. That's what we saying. You know, if you to believe Rick Glazer, he's saying that, you know, he's pretty much in control of the the sanctioning bodies. You know what I mean? So, and let me tell you something. This is why I keep playing this.
But when you are put in a certain position, he should be he's able to, like me. You know, when I was in a position, I can pick and choose who I want to, because I earned that right.
You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, I just want to run that by you. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Coach Bruce Gas.
Bruce Gas, talk to me, Bruce. What's going on? What's going on, brother?
How we doing, brother? Hey, I'm looking at the Rolly fight tomorrow night, man, and I think I'm figuring out what it's about, man. You know, this is for the title that Tank relinquished when he beat Barrios.
No. It's not the super
yeah,
belt.
Yeah. Let me finish.
Okay.
Let me finish. No, bro. Albert Pulo had it, and he tested positive, so he was put as the champion in recess. And for some reason, the WBA, they want to put a belt on Rolly. So this is for the Reggie belt. And Pulo, he's going to get the belt back if his B sample comes in negative. So it's really a mess. But hey, man, you know, we get to see a fight. And like I said, I think the WBA wants to put a belt on Rolly.
Yeah. Bruce, what do you think about this fight that Rolly's having? Do you see him? Do you see him losing this match tomorrow night?
Well, I'll tell you, man. This dude he's fighting, Barrioso. He looks as old as I am, and I don't give him much of a chance. Like I said, this is a setup for Rolly. Rolly's going to get a belt one way or the other.
Yeah. Hey, Bruce Gas. Hey, you know what, Bruce? You hit the nail right on the head, brother, man. Salute, Bruce Gas in the building, man. Salute, fam. Hey, you know what?
Salute to you, brother.
Yeah. You know what? He right, bro. Bro, listen, just bro, like they're gonna make sure that Rolly Romero through hell or high water. Rolly Romero will be a Reggie. Well, I thought it was for the super title, so that was my fault. I thought it was for the super. You get what I'm saying? I thought it was for the super, but man, hold on. As a matter of fact, let's look at this. He said it's not for the. Let's look at this, guys. Because for some reason, I thought it was for the super. Hold on. But I should go to the PBC website. Oh, let me see what the people in the chat talk about. Maybe you guys know something. Hey, what did it say, Big Rolo? Hey, what did it say? Against it all, you say no beat sample has ever changed. Okay. He said basically it is the sample. Ain't gonna change. All right. Hold on. Versus Barroso. Let me see, man. Boxing news. Let's see what it's for. Hold on. Let me read this to you guys. Let's see what they're talking about. Boxing news. Rolly Romero versus Ismael Barroso. You know what I mean? Now for the WBA 140-pound title on Saturday night. Rolly Romero, Big Rolo, ranked #1 in the WBA. Somebody explain to me. Hold on, before we even move further. Somebody explain to me, how did Rolly Romero become #1 in the WBA? We already know the answer to it, but explain that to me. Let that sink in. A guy who never fought in that weight division before. His last fight was he got knocked out by Tank Davis. He don't have no fights at that weight division. His first fight, he moved up, he ranked #1. How?
True.
So that tells you what's going on. Let's continue. The former WBA 140-pound champ, Alberto Puello, who tested positive for a banned substance, has been given the champion in recess tag until he attends a hearing with the WBA or his B sample comes back negative in VADA. With a VADA test, right? Rolly Romero and Barroso now have an excellent opportunity to become the new WBA light welterweight champion this Saturday night, in a fight that will be shown live on Showtime. The winner would be in an excellent position to face the other world champion at 140 in a unification clash, or perhaps a battle of the superstar Ryan Garcia and even Gervonta Tank Davis. I want y'all to stop right there. Do y'all see what they doing? This is the old sleight of the hand. They telling you what's going down right now. Let me read this part to you once again. The winner will be in an excellent position to face one of the other world champions at 140 in a unification clash, or perhaps battle the superstar Ryan Garcia or even Gervonta Tank Davis.
True.
Boy, hold on. So you say, Coach, you tripping, Coach? You tripping, Coach? You don't know what time at TI is, Coach? Coach, you don't know what time at TI is. You tripping? I got something for you. You know I do. You know I got something for you. You know I do. Let's see what's up. Hold on. I got something for you right here. I got something for you right here. Yes, I do. I have something for you right here. I got something that's going to back up what this article saying. I have something that's going to back up what this article is saying. Hold on. As a matter of fact, hold on. I think I have it right here. I have it right here. Let's go.
But what about, the Gervonta rematch? Do you feel like that's a realistic, like that could happen next if you win this fight and win this belt?
Needs to happen. I'm trying to figure out who Gervonta is going to fight next, and
Cruz?
Yeah, I mean, there might be Cruz. I think that'd be probably the second best option behind me. But like I said, we don't know what he's gonna do next.
Like he said, what about Frank Martin?
So I just wanted y'all to hear that part right there. They already, bro, they dropping little breadcrumbs. Right now, they dropping breadcrumbs right now. Hey, Schoolo X-Man, they dropping breadcrumbs right now, bro.
True.
They dropping breadcrumbs right now, bro. Trying to tell you what they doing. Big Sarge, they right now they showing us what time it is. Big Sarge say, he say blame the screenwriters for the movie Creed 3. He say for this Rolo title shot. Bruh, this fight tomorrow night. So we're not too far-fetched. We're not too far-fetched. What's going on? More than likely, we probably won't see Canelo and David Benavidez. Especially when you look at it from a chess piece standpoint, it's a good chance you can lose this fight against this kid. If you lose this fight, Al Haymon is going to have all of the belts at super middleweight. He's going to have all of the belts at junior middleweight, and he's going to have three of the belts at in the welterweight division. We can't have that.
True.
Hey, Nick, you feel me, sis? We can't have that. So what we're going to do is we're going to stall them out. Mauricio, we don't talk to the other sanction about us, everything, Gucci. You don't plan on enforcing no mandatory, do you? No, I'm not going to do that. Al Haymon is putting pressure on me, but I do know that it's Canelo. He's the face of boxing. I don't want to piss him off, so no, I'm just going to have to hold him off. Al Haymon already knows that they're not going to get that fight anyways. This is why David Benavidez signed a 3-fight deal with the PPC, so we can justify him fighting those other guys and stuff like that. And because he has a 3-fight deal. Oh, okay, cool, everything Gucci. We don't want to do anything. You get what I'm saying? That's what it is.
True.
Hey, Nelly, I'm dead serious, bro. You don't see me smiling, bro. You don't see me smiling, fam. I'm dead serious, bro. I'm dead serious, bro. And then all of a sudden, Edgar Berlanga name come out of nowhere. Edgar Berlanga. All of a sudden, Edgar Berlanga name come out of nowhere. Puerto Rico versus Mexico. Cinco de Mayo weekend. No, Mexican Independence Day. Hey, check this out. Hey, Nelly, check this out. Mexican Independence Day. Canelo versus Edgar Berlanga. The great rivalry between Mexico and Puerto Rico is back on and popping. Julio Cesar Chavez versus Macho Camacho, R.I.P. Think of the great Mexico versus Puerto Rico fights. Trying to tell you what it is. Guess what? Roland Romero gonna become champ, and it can set him up with fighting Ryan Garcia or Tank Davis. We have plenty of options over here. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach? It's D-Block, 2 times.
D-Block, talk to me.
Man, you got it, man. You got it. You right there, man. I'm so fucking shocked. I mean, you saw this shit a mile away, Coach. You put all the pieces together. You fucking inspect the gadget. You made this shit happen, Coach. You put that pressure on them sanctioning bodies. That's what we need to do, man. But you're right, Coach. We cannot let Al Heyman have control of all the belts, because them belts gonna be there. They're gonna be there forever. But I promise you, Coach, with you, with the way you are, your style, the way you break news, the way you break them down, Coach, even the Wakandas and all them fools that want to act like their fighters. He's the face to face. He's the face of boxing. Nah, man, we got Coach. We got the real motherfucker right here behind us, man. I'm telling you, Coach.
D-Block.
You got the code, man.
Are you saying you don't want to see Canelo fight the Mexican Monster?
No. I'm not saying, Coach, I ain't scared of no Ecuadorian. Believe me, even to today, I ain't never been scared of no damn Ecuadorian. Ain't never been. I'm a true Mexican warrior. I will go down with my shield. Believe me, I will. Canelo will not bow down to no Ecuadorian. Ever. Okay? Am I scared of Benavidez? Hell no. Now, this what you say, Coach. Berlanga, Puerto Rico, Mexico. You know this rivalry. And it's true, Coach, what you're saying. We hate them motherfuckers. And they hate us too, Coach. That's true. That's true. But just breaking news, just the way you putting everything here, Coach, man, you opening eyes up, Coach. Shit. How'd you come up with this, man?
Hey, so you wouldn't mind seeing that fight, Mexico versus Puerto Rico, Edgar Berlanga against Canelo.
I ain't gonna lie, man. It boils my blood when I think about a Puerto Rican. I mean, I've been with the Puerto Rican chicks, and them motherfuckers spicy too, man. They got an attitude. But yeah, Coach, if it's Berlanga, believe me, if Berlanga gets in there with Canelo, I promise you those pay-per-view numbers are gonna go up big time. Because Puerto Ricans are thirsty for a next superstar. Yeah. They are, Coach.
So do you feel? So if Canelo did that, do you feel that Canelo is decking David Benavidez, the Mexican Monster, taking the easy route?
But this bum is taking the easy matches, fighting other bums.
Hell no. Because the WBC is doing this, Coach. What can Canelo do about that, Coach? He just there to fight he is the man. Canelo's the man. Now, this has to do with the WBC, Coach. So whoever got hate on Canelo, and there he go again. He gonna fight Berlanga. That motherfucker ain't shit. They need to go to Suleiman, the main man, and Al Heyman. Right? Because Al Heyman got powers too, Coach.
Yeah. But Canelo can pick and choose who he want to fight, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the sanctioning body say, because Canelo is that power broker in the sport. What say you?
I'm gonna ask you one thing, and that's it. Did Mayweather fight Thurman, or did he fight Berto?
He fought Berto.
Okay, and he made good money. Yeah. Now pay-per-view numbers were down as hell. I think there was 300,000 pay-per-views for that fight. So, Coach, Canelo is a legend in the field. He's already proved himself, right? So why would he take that risk? I'm not saying it's a big risk, but it's a risk, and not fight an actual rivalry of Mexican tradition, which is Puerto Rico versus Mexico, compared to somebody that's adopted Ecuadorian, guacamolean, ain't proven himself nothing, a cocaine addict. He missed weight. Or will you fight somebody that's Berlanga, a Puerto Rican 100%, and he's gonna bring out the people and the masses? Am I coming with facts, Coach?
Hey man, I'm D-Block. If he don't fight the man, you got to meet the man decking D-Block. You gotta say he decking. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, let me ask you a question, Coach.
Hey man,
let me bring it back to you.
Hey, listen, D-Block. I gotta open up the phone line for the calls, man. But it ain't no. Okay. It's gonna be hard for you to defend that. You know what I mean? But shout out to D-Block, man.
Okay.
Shout out to D-Block. You know, getting out while you can. Don't get his sucker no statue. Give him guts. Hey, D-Block, like, D-Block, oh no, cool, man. We can do Puerto Mexico versus Puerto Rico. Shout out to Ali Maddox. Hey, okay. Dropping that half of bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, careful, coach. Them, he said them crusty fanboys, liable. He say liable to put. He say liable to put their last $5 in gas and roll up on you. In that rested bondo, patch ball tire, backfiring 86 Broham. He said running on 3 cylinders and Navy SEAL your ass. He said just saying, hey, you know, I mean, you know, it is what it is, man. I mean, D-Block seemed like you get what I'm saying? Now D-Block. Hey, wait, shout out to Carson Reed. She said, I'm the one. She said, I'm 100% guacamole. Hey, she said, hey, shout out to Carson Reed. Hey, Carl, I'm telling you how they gonna sell this fight. And you know what? If it's me, that's how I do it. Shout out to Ellen Maddox for dropping that $2 super chat. He said, Duck Nello, yeah, the man. He said, with the super duck plan. Hey, check this out. Hey, Carl, I'm telling you how they gonna sell this fight. This fight right here between Canelo Alvarez and Puerto Rico's very own, Edgar Berlanga. I don't know what Edgar Berlanga's record is, how many knockouts he have, but I think he got like 16, 17 knockouts, right? He's a knockout artist. He's bigger than Canelo. He's stronger than Canelo. You know what I mean? Some would say that he has punching power that Canelo hasn't faced since he's been boxing. When you look at the great Puerto Rico and Mexico rivalries of the past, there's a possibility that this fight can live right up there with the legends. With the great Salvador Sanchez and Juan Laporte. What is it? Juan Laporte. You feel me? You feel me, Carl? With the great Julio Cesar Chavez versus the Macho Camacho. With the great Salvador Sanchez versus Rafael Gomez. This will go down like the classic matches. The classic matches. You know what I mean? And then they tap into that old Puerto Rico, Mexico warrior beef. And then you talk about the record that the Mexico has over the Puerto Rican fighters. Mexico has been dominating the Puerto Rican fighters in head-to-head matchups over the years. Canelo Alvarez is old and on his way out and out the door. I'm telling you how I promote this fight. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Oh, Francisco from California. What's up, coach?
Francisco from California. Talk to me.
Oh, that man. So I was I was at work yesterday, but I missed that Devin Haney and Lomachenko show. I just wanted to ask you because I know about a year ago I called you and it was a debate. You weren't sure who was gonna win that fight, but now I see you got Devin Haney. Is that because Devin Haney, he has progressed? He showed a little improvement with the Kambosos fight and all that.
Yeah. I think Devin. I just think that he'll be able to neutralize whatever Canelo, whatever Lomachenko wants to do with the jab and then controlling the distance and range. I think that's what he's going to have to do. But I do think that he needs to be a little bit more aggressive in this fight as well. So I think Lomachenko's going to be the one to bring the other side out of him and stuff. I haven't done a full breakdown on it, but I will. I'll do a full breakdown on it.
Yeah. I actually came to that same conclusion, Coach, because Devin Haney does look like he is ready for the fight. But then the only thing that I'm in doubt about is, what is he going to do when Loma brings it to him? Because he's going to cut them. He's going to cut through that jab. He's going to get around that.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see how it play out, man. We'll see how it play out. Shout out to Francisco from Cali, man. Salute, fam. Yeah, we'll see how it play out, fam.
But hey, do a breakdown. Do a breakdown on that, Coach.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, so I'll do a breakdown on it next week. I'll do one on it this week. But you gotta get what I'm saying though. That's how you sell that fight. That's how you sell that fight. As a matter of fact, what is Edgar Berlanga's record? What's Edgar Berlanga's record? Let me look him up right quick. That's how you sell it. What is and you know what I need to look up to? what is Puerto Rico versus Mexico? What's the record? I think Mexico. I think all the Mexican fighters, and most of them, I think in head-to-head matchups. I think in head-to-head matchups, Puerto Rico. I think Mexico has the head-to-head matchups. This is the last call for the day. Carlos, name you calling from?
Hey, Coach, what's up? This is Rick in San Antonio. How you doing?
Rick, San Antonio, talk to me.
That's right. Hey, so I just want to touch on a couple things. Me, just as a boxing fan, what I believe should go down, just my opinion is, if they really want to make that fight the Berlanga fight, here's how you do it. You put Berlanga in there with Ryder on the undercard of the Benavidez and Canelo fight in September. Make that shit happen.
Yeah, Benavidez and Canelo ain't gonna fight each other. That fight ain't happening.
No, I know, but I'm just saying though that to me that's the best fight to make outside of Biffle. I think that's the most profitable fight, most marketable fight. I wouldn't be on board with the Berlanga fight right now. He really hasn't done shit. So that's my whole opinion on it. The Rolly fight, that's straight garbage. We know what that is. That's all in-house politics. Straight garbage. I don't get that fight. That fight no credence at all. And then just touching on Loma and Haney. I'm waiting, man. I'm excited for that fight. I'm pumped. I still have a 50-50 right now. I think it's a damn good fight. Waiting for it. Going back to 175, I'm gonna pull for the underdog in Callum Smith versus Better Diaz. If Callum Smith, if he can pull it off, he takes those belts. He can possibly unify with Bivol because they're on the same side of the street. All that bullshit. They're both in Matchroom. Eddie Hearn. They can make that fight easy. Yeah. Unify those titles. I think Canelo should be fucking around at 175 right now. That's my call, Coach.
All right, shout out to Rick from San Antonio. Yeah, I totally. Let me show you guys. Shout out to Alan Maddox dropping a $2 super chat. He said they could sell it like Trinidad versus your boy Campos. Okay. I would even tap into, because they're billing Edgar Berlanga like they was bigging him up, like comparing him to Miguel Cotto, Tito Trinidad. They were saying all of that, right? And then when he didn't look good his last 3 fights, and then the last guy, people felt he lost against that guy, and then he tried to bite the man on the neck. You know what I mean? People like, oh man, he kind of like a hype job. You know what I mean? Very one-dimensional, just try to blast everybody out and knock them out. You get what I'm saying? So let me show you guys the fights we have this weekend. As you can see right here, guys, today, there's a fight on today. Vacant WBO European Cruiserweight title. Ellis Zorro versus Jose Burton. I didn't know anything about that. Tomorrow night, Ismael Barroso versus Rolando Romero. That's tomorrow. Big Rolo said he's going to become a champion. Big Rolo said he's going to be 2-time champion. Rolly Romero, you was never a champ at lightweight. Rolly Romero said he's going to be a 2-time champ. Like, when has Rolly Romero ever been a champ? What kind of belt he had at 135? PapaJohn.com belt? They got 1 million belts, so what kind of belt he had? Tank Davis had the Reggie belt. Devin Haney got the super belt. So what belt did Rolly have? Rolly said, yeah, I was a champion at 135. I was a champion at 135, man. I'm more at 130. I'm more at 140. I'm going to be a champion at 140. I'm going to be a champion at 140. Again, after I'm champion at 140, then I'm thinking, maybe me and Ryan can do something. Yeah. Maybe me and Ryan got to sit and do something, I'm already a star. Hey, hold on. Remember I told y'all what the play gonna be? Roland Romero gonna be talking about, yeah, man, I'm a star already, man. I'm a star. I sold out the Barclays Center when I went pay-per-view. I did almost 300,000 when I did pay-per-view. Remember I told you guys he was gonna say that? That's gonna be the play. That's what Leonard Ellerby and them gonna say. I know what I'm talking about. I got it right here. I got the receipt. I had a receipt right here. I had a receipt. You know I had a receipt, right? Yeah, y'all know I got the receipt. I keep the receipts. That's one thing about me, boy. Call me Coach Malachi Receipts. I had a receipt right here. I have a receipt right here. Hold on. Hold on. Listen to this. This is a receipt right here. Check this out. This Rolo right here. This Rolo being interviewed for his upcoming fight, talking to Showtime. Shout out to Ellen Motto, dropping that $2 super chat. He said, Coach, Rolo has a Fugatti seatbelt undisputed. Man, check this out. Check this out. I want y'all to hear this. I told everybody in the chat what the play gonna be.
They say a lot of fighters, they don't know what to do their first pay-per-view event. I think I handled that shit perfectly. You know, I done promoted the fight.
Romero says as soon as the bell rings, he's coming out and throwing bombs.
First person to ever sell out the Barclays Center and 19,000 people. I'm very happy with that opportunity to be part of my massive pay-per-view event. That one's always gonna sit with me.
Romero stopped.
My massive pay-per-view event. I want y'all to hear the key words now. My massive pay-per-view event. I'm trying to tell y'all where they're going at with this now. I'm trying to tell y'all now. I know what I'm talking about.
I won that whole damn fight up until that moment.
And down goes Romero.
I've done a lot for boxing already. With my short 15-fight career, I'm the fastest world champion in the history of boxing. I started the boxing thing at 17, did it at 24. Move up.
Do you hear this shit? This man say he's the fastest world champion in boxing. Bruh, what have I been telling y'all, dog? What have I been telling y'all? I've told y'all what the play gonna be with Booker right now, man. What is this man talking about? I want y'all to hear this again.
Up until that moment.
And down goes Romero.
I've done a lot for boxing already. With my short 15-fight career, I'm the fastest world champion in the history of boxing. I started the boxing thing at 17, did it at 24.
He said he done a lot for the sport of boxing already. What you did, Rolly? It ain't his fault. It's Booker Ray Leonard's fault. It's Booker Ray's fault. Sound like he been talking to Booker Ray.
Move up to 140 pounds and become world champion in my first fight. People don't do that. That's very rare. I got another opportunity and I'm gonna go for it. I don't really care too much who I fight, and that's why I got this first fight. People don't do that.
Check this out.
Boxing thing at 7. I'm the fastest world champion in the history of boxing. I started the boxing thing at 17, did it at 24. Move up to 140 pounds and become world champion in my first fight. People don't do that. That's very rare. I got another opportunity, and I'm gonna go for it.
Y'all hear this shit?
Care too much.
I'm the fastest world champion. Fast to become world champion. The people don't do that. I've done a lot for the sport of boxing already. And if I move up, my first fight at 140, I get a shot at the title. Y'all don't see what's going on. I know y'all see what's going on, dog. I know y'all see what's going on. I'm not tripping. They already set the stage. I told y'all, boxing is WWE. Boxing is WWE. It's the old Hulk Hogan pointing in the crowd. That's what it is. It's the old, the old leg drop across the neck.
True.
It's the old leg drop across the neck. Crazy part about it is Tank Davis may end up fighting Aesop Pitbull Cruz or Rolly Romero. And Ryan Garcia may end up fighting Big Rolo or Tank. And Canelo more than likely might end up fighting Edgar Berlanga. I seriously doubt if he fight Dave Benavidez. Or Dimitri Bivol, but I don't think that people at the I don't think Eddie Reynoso and them gonna want that fight. Cause even Canelo diehard fans don't believe he can win that fight. JC, I'm trying to tell you, dog. It's a script, bro.
True.
JC, it's a script, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. That's what it is, fam. Let's give everybody a round of applause. That's what it is. 2-time, I'm the fastest world champion. You mean you ain't never had no belt? What he had? He had an intern title? The man had an intern title. That ain't no belt. Just like that Bugatti you got ain't no Bugatti. They don't told this man he a champion. He been listening to the book of Ray Leonard. Oh, Rolly, you're a champion, Rolly. You're a champion. Somebody tell Rolly Romero that the WBA intern belt is not a champion. And then I'm move up, 104-pound first belt. For my first fight, 140 is for a world title fight. Who's doing that? Al Heyman making that happen. Booker Ray Leonard not making that happen for you, man. Let me hold on. But before we do this, let's do this. Let me show y'all all the fights we had tomorrow. Let me show y'all this. These are all the fights we're having tomorrow. KSI versus Joe Fernier. KSI fighting tomorrow. That's probably sold out. Barroso versus Rolando Romero. Because his name is first, he the A side. Because his name is first. But that don't mean nothing. We have this fight going on probably right now on BT Sports. Janabek is fighting Stephen Butler tomorrow. He said, hey, Kid Austin carries whatever belt he got as a world championship, and I don't think that's an intern belt. No, that is true. That is true. They got 1 million belts. Everybody a champion. They got many different variations of a champion. When I say champion, I'm talking about the major title. Kid Austin know he ain't no champion. He know that. He's not a major title holder. You know that. He's fighting. He's working his way to get up there. Just like there's only one champion in the lightweight division, that's Devin Haney. You get what I'm saying? So, you get what I'm saying? So, this is what's going on tomorrow. Janabek versus Stephen Butler. Against this guy right here. Y'all don't see what's going on, man? Y'all don't see the flim flam? Come on, man. Y'all don't see the flim flam, man? This man look like, this ain't no disrespect to the brother, but y'all know what's going on, man.
True.
He said, Coach, when you do your Rolly impression, made me realize Rolly sounded like Bobby Boucher from Waterboy. Bro, like, come on, man. Like, matter of fact, look at this. Look at the face off. No, Rolly Romero. Rolly Romero not even talking trash in this. I ain't gonna talk no trash, man. I don't need to talk trash. You know what I mean? Look at this here, man. And you know the crazy part about it? You know the crazy part about all of this, fam? They may put a story. Rolly Romero gonna be running around talking about, oh man, listen. I told y'all this yesterday. Rolly Romero's gonna run around here online, and he gonna be talking to Ellie Setback, Mr. Knee Pads, Cocoa Butter, Baby Oil, KY Jelly, also Johnson himself. Oh, Rolly, you're a champion. You're a 2-division world champion. How does it feel to be a 2-division world champion? Oh man, I'm the world champion. I already knew I was a star. Rolly, you did massive pay-per-view numbers. Your first time with Tank Davis, and you sold out the Barclays Center. How do you feel about that? You're really a star. You're a pay-per-view star in the 140-pound division. You're the A-side. Yeah, I already know. I know, Ellie. I'm the A-side. Everybody know that. We broke live gate records at the Barclays Center in New York. Me and Jack Davis, I did that. I did pay-per-view. Regan's program, he ain't never did no pay-per-view. John Taylor, all them guys, TFMO, they ain't never did no pay-per-view. I'm bigger than them. They don't bring them to the table. They don't bring that to the table. You know, I'm looking at Ryan Garcia. Me and him are both stars. That's what they're gonna do.
True.
I'm trying to tell you, dog. That's exactly. I'm telling y'all. I'm giving you tomorrow's headlines today. This is exactly what they're gonna do. Rolly Romero, if he win that belt, he go A-side to everybody to death. Even though that ain't gonna be the main title. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if that dude B Simple come back. Don't be surprised. I'm gonna tell y'all what's gonna happen. The dude who got the title stripped from him, his B-side Simple is gonna come back negative. It's gonna come back positive for PED. That's my guesstimation. Rolly Romero is gonna become the WBA Reggie belt champion tomorrow night. When that guy Sample come back positive, Rolly Romero gonna be elevated to the WBA super champion.
True.
Halim, I'm giving you tomorrow's headlines today. Rolly Romero gonna win tomorrow night, become the Reggie belt champion at 140. He gonna talk all this A-side stuff. Use that as an excuse for decking people. He gonna talk about his pay-per-view numbers he did. He gonna talk about he sold out the Barclays Center. He gonna say all of that. Then he gonna call out Ryan Garcia, which you're already doing, and Tank Davis for a rematch. And then guess what's gonna happen though? They're gonna run the B sample for the guy who got stripped. The B sample gonna come back positive. And when the B sample come back positive, guess what? The Reggie belt champion will now be elevated to the super champion.
True.
I ain't gonna put the old Machiavelli on us. I listen, I'm trying to tell you, bro. I'm trying to tell you. So when they say, who's the next big star over at Mayweather Promotions? When they say that there, who the next big star, you ought to know what time it is.
And who's the next big star under Mayweather Promotions?
Ooh, we have quite a few young guns, as I say, you know, and I don't want to leave any names out, but we have a great roster of young talent, and we've been very selective about what we're doing, you know, again, because when you have, you know, an abundance of fighters, it's hard to kind of focus on. When a big fight is to be made, it has to make sense for both sides. No promoter or company is going to put their guy in an event with everything to lose and nothing to gain, especially when we talk about this. You know what I'm saying?
Interesting.
Yeah. I heard the dude say Roll ain't signed to them. They very much in charge. Mayweather Promotions, PBC, they very much in charge. You can believe that. They are very much in charge. I'm giving you tomorrow's headlines today. The flip-flam and the tomfoolery is in full effect.
True.
Booger Ray Leonard, Al Heyman has done it again.
Make it last. Make it last forever. Don't let I love me.
Contracts has already been signed and the script has already been written.
Who you think he is? DJ Quick?
No, I ain't saying
Kick and Free?
I didn't say that.
Oh, you must be Jimmy Walker. Blue, you ain't nothing. You don't deserve nothing. You don't get nothing. You get what I give you. I got a contract between me and you that say you do what I tell you to do. Therefore, shut up. Don't say nothing. Don't speak to me. Don't look at me.
I tell you something. Money, you know, I just said.
Blue, if I raise up, gonna be trouble. Trouble. I'm walking off.
Heyman is saying right now, you ain't gotta like it, but you better respect it.
Nigga, when my name come up, respect it. Let's go. Stop playing with my fucking name. All three of y'all, stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more. Put some respect on my name.
It is what it is. This is what big time boxing is all about.
Don't ever forget
When I found you, you was strung out on coke. When I found you, you was like a big house, contemplating about killing yourself. So don't you ever forget who brought you to big time boxing. I drugged you back. I brought you back. I provided food and put food on your table for your family to eat. And I'm doing it for the second time. So don't you ever forget that.
Say all praises due, be thankful, be grateful to the Most High, the Most Exalted, the Most Honorable. Al.
Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and sing Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? But a name. Do you have a name? Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know.
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
All I'm saying, fam, I don't lay it out for you. Take it or leave it alone. Take it or leave it alone. I don't lay it out for you. It is what it is. We got some cleaning up to do in the sport of boxing.
Look, fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap-ass cigars. Fuck your yuck-mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out of my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Everybody, shout out who called the show. Shout out to Raphael 32. Shout out to Casino Like Prayers. Shout out to Quentin from B-More. Shout out to Chino from Cali. Shout out to Coach Eddie from the ATL. Shout out to Ibrahim from El Paso. Shout out to Warren G from the Shy. Shout out to JJ from Cross Fletcher. Shout out to Louis James from Killer Cali. Shout out to Al from Sacktown. Shout out to Fred from Florida. Shout out to Mason from Flint, Michigan. Shout out to Martin from Oakland. Shout out to Damian from B-More. Shout out to Jesse from Compton. Shout out to D-Block from Dallas. Shout out to Bruce Gas. Shout out to Francisco from Killer Cali. And shout out to Rick from San Antonio. Man, it is what it is, man. I think we cracked the code. We figured it out. It is what it is. I think we cracked the code. We figured it out. It is what it is, man. Once again, it's on that boy, Coach Malachi Williams signing out. 2 minutes today, USA Boxing. You ought to know what time it is, man. Today is Tenderoni Fridays, man. Shout out to them. Man, they're coming with the flim flam, dog. They came with the flim flam. It is what it is. We going live tomorrow night for the Rolly Romero fight. I know a lot of you guys are excited. To see the Rolly Romero fight tomorrow night. I can hear the excitement in your voices when you called the show. I can see the excitement running through your fingertips when you type and leave messages in the chat. So I know you guys excited for that. See you guys tomorrow, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Peace to the family, man. You know, and you know, it is what it is, man. You know my motto, man. Don't meet me there, beat me there, man. Peace. And look here, man. Big Rolo will be champion tomorrow night. I can promise you that.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.